Fuck Your Opinion podcast with your man Toucan Dan,
Don Gotti Nash,
and your man Step Lover,
where we always tackle the toughest subjects in whatever goes on this week in your life, in your millennium. Whatever the fuck is going on with you, we gonna speak about it. And if you don't like what we say, fuck
your opinion.
Fuck your opinion.
Fuck your opinion, you rat bastard.
Fuck your face.
Right. My favorite. We got sports, music, entertainment out of the box, and a segment of what the fuck is going on here. Today we're going to start with sports. We're going to keep it real quick, but I just want to give a shout out to the Washington Mystics.
Washington Mystics in the motherfucking... hey, look here, man. They did the damn thing, man. Look here, man. On some real shit. I'm proud of them girls representing the DMV area. Fuck Your Opinion podcast. We love y'all. Y'all girls was amazing. Girl power is running shit for the next 2 weeks.
Well,
don't give up the pussy unless you're getting some bags, gifts, all that shit. Girl power, except for me, because I want that shit for free. So everybody else. Demand the highest expectations, because girl power, Washington Mystics, y'all did the damn thing. I'm really proud.
Okay, but let me get. I got the girl power part, but let me get to it.
You married, so you can be like, cut it off. I'm not married, so I'm trying to get.
No, we're gonna talk about girl.
Get the facade.
Let's fill that part in. Let's run through it. Oh, we got Steppy in here breaking the cardinal sin. Okay.
That was easy.
Okay, well, you know.
Papa John's, I need a discount next time. We running y'all.
And if you don't want to give it to us, fuck your opinion.
Fuck your opinion.
All right, so the Washington Mystics beats the Connecticut Suns 89-78 in Game 5 at home. In D.C. To win the chip. Now, I don't know the last time the men won a chip. I think it was.
Oh my God, we was like 79, niggas.
79.
Yeah, we was like.
So
some niggas was little fetuses in the nut joint.
Shout out to that. Yeah, I was born 1990.
I was born in 79.
October 12, 1979.
Hey, shout out to Connecticut Sun. Y'all did the damn thing.
You got your ass whipped. Fuck you, Connecticut. It's all about
fuck Connecticut.
It's all about Washington Mystics.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Ladies, y'all run this shit for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
But only 2 weeks.
All right, well, listen. They had Elena.
After that, I want my fried chicken and that ass up in there.
Okay, right. So we offended. But anyway, because you know a lot of them are gay. But,
that's a lot of yo.
Elena.
I'm not even going to get into that.
Wait a minute. Come on, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 30-year-old forward, Elena Dale Dunn, Caucasian lady.
She's a bad bitch.
Okay, she had 21 points. Now, this is girl power. She had
girl power.
Listen, Steph, hold up, baby. Listen. She had 21 points, 9 rebounds, season MVP.
Season, baby.
And she did it all. With 3 herniated discs.
3 herniated discs.
3 herniated. You know one fucking herniated disc?
I got one. It hurts, man. Every time I put my ass in there, every time I
at 6'5",
put her ass in there, it hurts my back.
6'5", she had 3 herniated discs and still took the Washington.
Donna is that lady. She's my hero. But she was not the hero of the night, though. She was not the MVP.
They had Emma
motherfucking whatever the fuck you say.
Her last name is Meisman.
She is a dog.
25-year-old forward.
She's a beast.
22 points.
22.
Average 21.8 during the finals.
Will you marry me right now? I'll be your husband. I'm short, but I climb that tree like a koala bear, baby.
So basically,
I'm a koala bear.
We got some ballers.
They some ballers. Shout out to the Washington Mystics, baby.
Okay. So
Emma, I was watching you a dog, Slim. I'm telling you.
So this is what I want to get to.
Get to it, nigga.
Okay, Emma Dunn, 6'5", first round, second overall draft pick from Delaware. Elena Dunn. That's her name.
Elena Dunn. That's my baby. I love her.
Yeah. Okay. So she
got a wife and everything, but I can get between that.
First round draft pick. Second overall pick from Delaware State in 2013.
Yes.
She makes $114,000 a season.
Damn, that's it.
This season, that was her.
I mean, that is a lot of money to some motherfuckers.
Yeah. What the fuck happened?
That's me, man.
Get your shit together, dog. I need to control yourself. If we were talking about LeBron James, just shit, you'll be like, oh my God, this fucking great. It's all
blame Don Gotti for that
share our shit, man.
Okay, well, share our shit, man. But give Della Don and my Washington Mystics respect, dog.
Okay. She ain't getting
did you watch-
respect.
hey, did y'all watch that shit
I
last night,
did.
though?
And I got a picture of
Yes,
it.
I watched
You
it.
watched it?
Yeah.
And I posted
John
it last
Wall
night.
was there. There was a fucking.
I had two
It's a
TVs.
championship.
I
for
had two
DC.
TVs going on in my living room. I had the Patriots on the small TV,
Right.
and Della Donna on the big TV.
Okay,
'Cause
but-
I'm a Mystics fan. I need to be there next year.
Okay,
I need
but-
to be in
I
the.
ain't watching no females play
Oh,
basketball.
wow.
Okay, maybe that is explained.
Oh,
Listen,
wow.
I don't think he needs no
That-
ass
this-
for like
I
a
ain't
week.
watching.
Listen, wait. Maybe that explains why they get paid. She's get paid $114,000 a year.
You seen the meme with the basketball players, NBA players on the bus sleep while the Mystics?
That was horrible. I didn't like that.
But
Hey, ladies, I'm all for y'all. I'm your man.
hey, but listen, then the lowest paid NBA player gets $838,000
Wow.
for a season.
Them bum ass niggas, they suck.
The
too.
bum, and the referees for the NBA get $150,000
Get the
a year.
fuck out. The referees make more money.
NBA
than
referees make more money than a first round, second overall draft pick championship winner.
That's sad. I'm gonna need y'all to change this shit right now. Fuck your opinion. We want the women to get paid.
I mean, more people got to watch. So.
I want
More
you to
people
watch.
got-
Hey, hey,
I
they,
mean-
they did move them into a smaller arena because they wasn't selling out the Capital One Center. So.
And I think that you and your wife, you need to make your husband go to a game, and if you don't get with the program, don't give him no love.
I mean, they changed.
Miss Farrah, if your
Listen.
husband does not attend a Mystic game,
They still
and
in chains.
shout him out, you
They
get no
changed.
loving.
I
If
actually
you
would like to
change.
go see one next year.
I was gonna go
I mean-
last night, but it was like $147 a ticket, 174 or something like
Yeah,
that.
nah, that should be cheaper.
It's a lot of layups and it's a lot of jump shots and layups. But I mean, fuck it. It's going. You got a chance to win. If you were there, you witness history. I don't give a fuck. how you
History
go.
in the making. Washington Mystics stand up.
So WNBA, get your shit together. Stop paying the players 20% of your whatever annual take, and give them their money. You paying college kids now. Give the fucking world champs their money.
You can't give them money that's not there.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Well,
I don't-
they got to do something.
I don't necessarily think it has nothing to do with the league. It's just people around them.
No,
man.
the league actually. I mean,
They
the
think they
league.
making that much money where they're not. I don't
No,
know.
it's not. It's not.
No,
It's,
I
it's
mean-
not. It's not a lot of money.
No.
I mean, it's
No,
money.
they really
It's
don't.
enough, but I think they filtering off the.
I mean, they-
Listen, one thing I do know: what is the most powerful and expensive thing in the world?
Pussy?
Pussy.
Pussy. All right, pussy.
Well, why they getting paid less for?
Y'all notice how I say that? Pussy. See, because we love that shit.
So on the back end, the
On
women
the
that
back end,
listen.
you need to pay these money.
Okay,
Y'all need
listen,
to be
listen.
our agent.
Listen. So on the
Step
back
Lover
end.
need to be y'all representative. WNBA, I will represent y'all, and we gonna get paid.
So listen, Steph.
What?
What you saying is
I'm saying.
on the front end,
Mhm.
NBA players make more money than
The
women.
bum niggas make more players than Della Donna.
Okay.
Della Donna's better than some of them bum ass
Okay,
niggas.
so but on the back end, the baby mamas for NBA players end up walking away with like 20 million. So that's what you call like is that a decent weight?
No, hell,
No.
bitch, you wasn't shooting with me in the gym. No,
Well, the
hell.
bitches that shooting in the gym don't even get paid.
Paid away. Oh, no, what?
The bitches shooting in the gym don't get paid. So
That's
maybe the bitch
fucked up.
outside the gym should get paid
I'm
more.
gonna
'Cause-
need ESPN, Fox Sports to get on their game, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, the ladies need to get paid, man.
Yeah, I mean NBA $3 billion. I think and
Some of the bum
WNBA is
niggas
like
don't. Some of the bum niggas get paid $800,000 to be a bum.
the ref.
The ref get $100,000. Nigga, we all want to train to be refs next year. Fuck that. I mean,
The ref training.
$100,000
fuck
to be
your
a ref.
100,000 to be a ref.
That's a snitch. A ref would be like, fuck you did that, you a snitch.
Hey,
Tekashi 69 need a referee shirt, nigga. What the fuck? Come on, man. We gonna get on your ass later.
It's to
bitch,
keep the game clean. That's what they
yeah,
say.
my artist coming for you. Rat boy. Rat boy.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, like I said, give them money. If you don't agree with it, then fuck your opinion.
Fuck your opinion, refs.
Not the ref. We talking about the WNBA. He just said fuck the ref.
Step.
Hey, so WNBA Mystics, salute, man.
Salute
Y'all
to the
did
world
your thing,
champ.
man. Y'all-
World champ.
Y'all unbelievable. Y'all sexy ladies.
Bring it home. And the Nationals have a chance to make
I
this
don't
up.
care what. Nationals, we in the building. Let's do it up, man.
All
Let's
right.
get it busy.
So
Fuck your opinion. We love y'all, man.
Wow.
WNBA Mystics. Still waiting on it. What the fuck is going on? Alrighty.
Elena Donna, go
Della Donna.
Della Donna, she getting
Della
the
Donna.
captain.
We dragging it out for a reason,
Della.
motherfucker. Hey, real quick shout out to all my small business owners. We love y'all. Hazeline Guns. Yes. Gun store on Laurel 197. Let's do it.
Right, I got. Hey.
What the fuck is the problem? Technical people.
Yes.
Hello. Music. What the fuck? Hello. Do-dum-do-dum. We gotta do our shit. Oh shit. Man,
That's the.
hey yo, fuck your opinion. Yeah. This right here, local artists coming out, y'all. Young Kilo. Between breaks, we bringing into some young artists in the building.
Straight up from them trenches.
Okay.
Straight up from them.
Cashy, all about the cashy. All about the cashy.
Yeah, straight up from the trenches, we ain't signed no deal. Yeah, I never asked for none, but just keep it real. Yeah, I started pulling clothes, come back on the pills. Yeah, I knew you did me wrong, but I still love you still. Yeah, niggas getting shot off the way they feel.
Bring it some more time.
Body, he was born to kill. He was born to kill. Yeah, niggas started with me, they still with me still.
Hey, yo,
Yeah, you sliding with them choppers, but you ain't gon' shoot. Yeah, you riding with that nigga, he can smoke with you.
Bring it some more time.
In a bag and they look brand new.
Sex appeal.
Wants my love and I never knew.
Y'all gonna start paying me for wearing this shit.
Tryna keep my cool, but I'm riding with my blood, so I keep it.
Young Kilo.
Yeah, dropped out for the trap, I ain't fuck with school.
Young
Yeah,
Kilo
come back
on the
from
mic.
no love,
Get
I ain't
money
fuck
on
with
the table.
school. Yeah, we always down the drill, so we keep it too. Yeah, they put me in this cell just for breaking rules. Right up and lost it all, ain't know what to do. Yeah, damn, I lost my.
What we got next is entertainment.
Please don't be one of the ones where we need our guests to come in.
No, that's Tyler. We just about to Tyler Perry.
My nigga, let's get it.
Next on Fuck Your Opinion the podcast. First of all, thank you for joining us and stepping back on into the pit. We're going to talk about entertainment. We're going to talk about Tyler Perry, the legend.
Tyler P.
At this point, is the legend of in black film and entertainment.
Hey, you think you get a lot of pussy?
We hope. I think
he
he's married. Don't he have a wife or something?
I don't know. I mean, I respect the man.
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Boxy model?
Team.
What else for team? Who's the team? His wife named Team?
Lil Johnny, baby mama.
Where? Really, nigga? Did you just tell me that Johnny Baby Mama is on the motherfucking camera?
While we on the air.
Thank you for telling me
For
that.
while we on air. That's
Fatima in the building. Thank you. Go Low Senior and put you on blast.
in the middle of the podcast. Give
In
it
the middle of the podcast.
Thank you,
Fatima
Go
is
Low,
on
for
the
that
scene. No doubt, baby.
Oh,
Fatima,
man.
we love you, baby. Mwah.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining
We're
us.
so crazy. Go Low, crazy. Them niggas that was Fatima is on the motherfucking
That
live.
was just-
It was live.
Give
nigga.
it a shout out.
That was a big shout out from Go Low to Fatima.
No, Tyler
You
Perry.
got to shout out like 52 Migos, nigga, like on some real shit. You want to see them.
Hey, but and I just quick research. No, Tyler Perry isn't married. He had a couple of girlfriends, they say, but he ain't never
Tyler
married.
Perry get a lot of pussy.
Well, he get a lot of money too, and that
He
allowed
do.
him to open a movie studio without any help from Disney. He didn't say all his bread and probably some of Oprah's. Basically, went and opened a whole studio. I mean, it's a real. This place has the White House. It has 12 movie studios and lots.
Hold on
300.
real quick. A black man's land has got a White House?
He has his own White House because he films a show.
Oh.
He actually has a show that he films. I forgot the fucking name of it, but Tyler Perry's in the White House, and so he actually put that.
I want to
on the,
apologize. real
yeah, what
quick.
the fuck is
That's
that?
my hot ass phone.
Come on, Steph. What-
Hey man, I got women chiming in on me. They love me.
Okay, well they gonna love fucking up the podcast. Then.
They know what they doing. They trying to get my. That's ESPN.
Oh my God.
They know that I'm sitting next to two married men. They're lucky guys, but I'm a single man, so they love me. They chiming in. Oh man, we love you, big sexy. I say I love you too, baby. And they chime in. Go ahead.
Well, we appreciate it, ladies.
Yeah, we love y'all, but y'all gotta stop that. I'm on the show right now.
Fuck
ladies.
your opinion right now.
Hey man, don't talk to them like that.
Okay, but Tyler Perry, 300
I'm
acres.
just kidding, baby. I'm just kidding.
300 acres, 12 movie studios for
Yes.
motion pictures, and a White House with over 40 buildings and sound stages that he actually named after people like Oprah Winfrey, Will Smith, to name a few. He just basically, and every black person that considered black royalty, black movies, black theater, black music, whatever, they were there in attendance, and it was a great place. My question is, do you think this will really influence Hollywood? Like, because we know, this is not, on this show, it's not about race, but it's incorporated in life, so fuck it, we're going to talk about it. Do you think he'll be able to put up movies that will stand against other movie lots and like in studios like Disney or Pixar films or whatever the fuck, those big dogs? Would he be able to stand with those guys?
Shit, is already doing it now.
You think?
Yeah, listen, no, right there. That's fair. Cut your audio out, baby. You got something going on behind us.
Yeah, and anyone that doesn't know, Fuck Your Opinion is a live podcast.
Live podcast. We got guests in the building.
Yo, let me go. You know what? Matter of fact,
dripping down a beard and
we're
shirt.
going to get to Tyler Perry and back to what you said. But we want to give a shout out to Go Go Low, who's in the building.
In the building. Best cameraman in the game. We love him.
We got Jess Nelson in the building.
Just Nelson.
Latino
the
tattoo broski.
Best tattoo artist in the DMV in the nation, my mother.
We got an apparent Redskin fan, my man Teddy, formerly known as Smoke Dog,
AKA Smoke Dog.
Dizzle.
or AKA Don't Slam the motherfucking door in my face.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have Miss Riri Gotti. They're all going to be weighing in on certain topics.
Gotti, I like that.
At certain points in time, we're going to hear from them as guests on our
Yes, we got guests
podcast.
like live. The first time, well, not the first time, but
Yeah, because we had Vito. Because we're going to keep it.
Young Vito.
We're going to bring people that sit in your living
Vito
room
Corleone.
into your living room.
Yeah, we like the live audience.
We love live audience.
We want people to
feedback.
We want people to actually share their
I
opinions.
see some live joints popping up now. I can't see, I ain't got my phone up, but I love y'all. Whoever y'all are, I love y'all. Keep tuning in.
All right.
We want to thank y'all, man.
But let's get back to Tyler Perry. You said you feel like he's already like competing as far as movie production with those guys, with those companies. I mean, we talking about like Disney, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fucking films out there that's Lionsgate and all those other companies and putting out movies a lot longer than Tyler Perry Studios. I'm
gonna tell you like this. I feel when it comes to Tyler Perry, he don't compete with nobody because he has his own crowd. He got his own following. Black folks support the man. A lot of them hate on the man. Black, Spanish, man, he caters to the people.
No, but I'm saying, his movies, like
listen, there's always gonna be competition in the game. No matter when you trying to get to the top, when you trying to get to the throne, my nigga, you always gotta compete. True indeed, we know that.
Right.
This man built his own studios, his own land. He built the fucking islands. I hit your mic, fuck your mic. He has a White House.
He has a White House.
A White House. I watched the video. The man has a tour bus going around showing his accomplishments, the things that he does for black people. Listen, I love it. I love Black Power. I love his beauty.
I'm not taking anything from him.
Yes.
I respect everything he's doing, but I'm saying, do we really feel like he's going to have the power and the influence in the filming industry? You see what I'm saying?
He don't need the influence. He controls the narrative. He controls the narrative. So
yes, he don't need it.
He's already that's how much influence he needs.
I mean, you still got.
So he basically
and shout outs to whoever
the drip, nigga, the drip.
The drip.
So he basically can make his own shit, whatever.
Anybody. What I'm saying, it's for artists, for filmmakers of all kinds.
Universal Studios, all them. He don't need them dudes, man. Listen.
No, he don't need them. What I'm saying is, in the market of promoting and putting films out, will he be able to, hold his ground against that? Because you still got that. I mean, people got to come there and use
my
the
dude,
shit.
listen, he's been doing this. What's the lady's name? Medea Halloween joints. Dog, he been doing this for a long time, man. Tyler Perry.
I think that was also put on a lot.
Now he was doing the movies on another person's lot, yeah. So now he's doing this thing on his own lots, yes.
I mean, I think Medea, the last one was on his actual lot.
Tyler Perry, man, he's been doing this thing for so long, man. I salute the dude, the brother.
Man, I salute him.
At one time, he was homeless.
People talk about the dress shit, but
man, fuck that, man.
Everybody needed the type of character that he brought into life in the black community. I don't have nothing bad.
I ain't never talked
Spike
that bad about
you might
him.
say shit about Tyler Perry, but fuck your opinion,
Tyler
Spike
Perry, we want you here on Fuck Your Opinion. We support you.
But I love you, Spike. You done a lot for black cinema.
But I seen a meme that says he's doing what we think Jay-Z doing.
No.
They said he's actually doing what Jay-Z doing.
But he didn't partner up with anybody.
I'm not going to debate that.
The future will tell.
The future will tell. I think that he's doing the greatest thing he can do.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
The best
I mean,
thing we can do as human beings is try to be great, and Tyler Perry is being great.
I mean,
we need you on
he's
Fuck Your
definitely
Opinion. We
doing
need you to support us because we support you, brother.
Tyler
you
Perry,
on
you do
the
your
Fuck
thing.
Your Opinion Wall of Fame. You ain't up there in the motherfucking visual, but you in the mental, baby, because we love you.
Hey, Tyler Perry, keep doing your thing.
Keep doing your thing, baby.
I hope that the movies that are put on your lot and your production studios and everything do gain the type of notoriety and, you know, everything is expected of, but, you know, we need to do more. I mean, hopefully they shoot like the next Black Panther or something on that motherfucker to really just go nuts, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah, without a doubt.
next Black Panther on Tyler Perry's lot in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, shout outs to, if you don't agree with it, fuck your opinion, but Tyler Perry, you do your thing,
It's a
though.
Disney film. It ain't going nowhere.
Oh, it's a
Black
Disney.
Panther?
Right,
that
so,
was Smoke Dog China. Yeah, no, you're right. But listen, all we saying is that
hey, good point, Smoke.
Tyler
Dog.
Perry, you doing your thing, my dude. Keep doing
Shout
your
out
thing.
to Tyler Perry, man.
Shout out to Tyler Perry. Fuck Your Opinion. Yeah. Greatest of all times right here. I know y'all see the man on the board, but he's not the greatest. He's not the latest. I might just spit this freestyle right now and get this record deal. Show y'all niggas how we used to do it back in the day. Rough times. Rough times is always in the building, baby.
Look, I want your vision, but now they saying to me, I want you so bad, yeah, I wish we came to.
It's our music. It's my music.
Started questioning myself on the that you changed on
Young
me.
Kilo. Young Kilo.
Acting on love, yeah, they all got blame on me.
Okay, your little
Well,
step.
I'm the show, yeah, it's like it rained on me.
Yeah.
But I'm up in the tribe, and I got this pain on me.
Alright,
Yeah, we all doing murder, yeah, I hope no stain on me. I said we all doing murder, yeah, I hope no stain on me.
DMV, we in the building. Hey, Zay, send a song to me real quick. Send a song to me. Did he stop the song or what happened? What the fuck was that?
we're back.
We're
on
back in the building.
Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast. Young Steps on the boards.
Young Kilo,
Young Kilo.
Get Money Records.
Right now, the Kilo looking a little funny.
Yeah, he be lunching, man. That nigga
He done cut it or something. It ain't that Colombian pure. He ain't coming with the pure. We gonna get him in shape though.
No,
We gonna put him in the gym, audio. He gonna come back and he gonna be able to do his shit on cue. We just you know, fuck Your Opinion. We always do the rough cuts, but we let you feel it so you love it. All right.
And listen, real quick, I'm gonna cut you off. Cam, any local artists, new artists out there, we want to represent you.
Represent
We want
you.
to put you out. We love you.
Right.
Send me your music. Send us your music. Let's put it on here.
Quick
I'm
bio.
not necessarily saying get with my record label, but get Money Records.
I mean,
Big
if
things real
you
quick.
want to send a
You know
quick
what I'm
bio
saying?
with it, send a
But
quick
we
bio.
in the building. We in the building. We got the best music. We got the best tattoo guys. We got the best lovers.
Yeah.
Ladies, that's what we do. You know, I mean, did I say that out loud?
Yeah,
that was
I mean, it's
mental.
you.
That was mental.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh.
When Steph said, yeah, definitely pick
Lovers.
up on that. You know,
What
always.
is it?
No.
No.
Nah, that wasn't
Okay.
for the rap. We
That
going
wasn't for
way
rap.
off course. Let's go back on.
Okay.
Okay, in out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Literally out of the box. Okay. We have Momulu Stewart. He's if you don't know about this guy, he's from DC. He's from this area.
DC, stand up, baby. We in the house. Always Chocolate City, baby.
He was in the movie Slam with I don't know if you recall the movie Slam,
Slam?
but it came out in 1998.
Slam.
Yeah. No. It was an actual movie about
I'm just saying Slam.
the inner cities and the streets of DC. It was a local film artist, and they did a movie called Slam with
Okay.
Sal Massenberg, something like that. But anyway, he had a case. He caught a case in 1997. Manslaughter, got first degree life sentence at 16 years old. Him and a co-defendant got into an altercation with a gentleman that was 23 at the time. Shot him, killed him around the New Year's sometime. He went to jail. So it was a new law enacted called the Incarceration Reduction Amendment of 2016, where if you were a minor and you caught a case that was considered extensive or life or triple 50 years or something that's basically your lifespan will be spent in the prison system, you had a chance for parole. But only if you had committed first degree offense as a minor. Well, our favorite legal eagle, Kim Kardashian and her team of
Legal Eagle.
if anyone knows, doesn't know,
Eagle.
Kim Kardashian has
Or
a
Sexy Kegel.
team of black women.
Are they all black?
It's 2 black women that actually do the footwork and the legal actual aspects of it.
What they look like? You know? Can you pull them
black
up? I
chicks.
want to look at them.
Well, I don't.
You want to look?
I need a visual.
Who you want to see?
Her legal team. I want to know if they
It's
sexy.
2
They all
sisters.
sexy because they doing good things.
It's
So
2 sisters.
y'all
They don't.
sexy.
They're not.
You know their names?
Kim Kardashian is definitely the face.
You already
I
know how I
have-
feel about Kim. I will lick her motherfucking.
She is the face of.
um,
She's sitting on Steph's face. But
She
anyway.
can sit on my motherfucker. If she sit
But,
on my face, she ain't going back to Kanye.
Okay.
She's not going back to that nigga. Crooked jaw, nigga. I got a straight jaw.
Momulu Stewart. He was released from prison after doing 23 years after being locked in
Look at
jail.
that picture of
16.
Kim. I'm sorry, I seen a picture of Kim, though.
But he's had some accomplishments since he's been in jail. He went to a Georgetown GED course, for prisons and
Shout out to
scholarships.
my dude. Yes, big things, man.
He changed his life. Did
He did.
1,400 hours of work service. He's a community, in jail, but
Yes.
he's I guess you would say counselor for young inmates. He keeps a basically positive attitude. The man changed his life since the age of 16, ladies and gentlemen. He was released a few days ago they let him go. They figure, hey,
Free
he
falling, nigga. Yeah.
free about a week ago. This man was released from prison in D.C. where he was serving a life sentence. But the family members of the young man that was killed, they felt like he shouldn't have walked. They feel like he committed a crime. He was sentenced to life, and even though he was 16 years old, he took away their son. So they feel heartbroken because they feel like he should do the time because he did the crime. I mean, people, they say Kim Kardashian has an influence because she wrote a letter to the actual prison system vouching for the man after doing. She's got a show coming out too, also, when she's showing the advocates that actually work for her, the 2 young ladies. I'll get the information because I don't like to have your fucking story. But she's coming out with an actual show where she's debuting some of the guys that she's released from prison and women from serving life sentences. Now, what I want to know is,
real quick, we got a little problem in the studio. Shut the fuck up. Hey, go low. Fuck your opinion. Got a little thing going on in the studio. Can you please tell everybody shut the fuck up? Thank you, sir.
we
We had a bunch of strippers come in the building and they were all out there, clown suits on, horns and all that shit. Please forgive us. We have a very sensitive and very meaningful topic.
shout outs to my wife. I don't know anything about strippers and clowns.
I do. I
don't know.
called them. They came on speed dial.
Baby, I know this is our anniversary. I had
And they were-
nothing to do.
They were not for Toucan
I'm
Dan
a
and Don Gotti Nash.
humble
They were
servant
only
of the Lord
for step lovers.
that
'cause
does
I
a
love the
podcast.
strippers. I send them to college.
Shit, my wife is in the building. I'm good.
He's
You're
good.
good,
So
but I'm saying I send strippers
so
to college.
everything is we're blaming it all on
On the
Steph.
note, if you need a little help in college, holler at your boy. We in the building.
It's definitely Steph. So let's cut to it. What do you feel? Do you feel like if you committed crimes to that extent, because you got this one guy who's 16, we are going on a sound bite madness tonight.
I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Everything is
I got to
love.
think about the strippers. I want to
we,
go and see. I apologize.
Yeah, but
I'm not a stripper man. I just sent them
But-
to college. That's all.
is it fair? That's what I'm saying. Do you
Is it
feel
fair?
like he deserves to walk after doing his sentence of 23 years? If he's changed his life, but as the family members feel, what do you feel about that? Do you feel a guy deserves to walk, or do you feel like fuck it, you took somebody's life, an eye for an eye?
All right, real quick. Let me touch this real quick, Don, because Don Gotti Nash and Step Lovers are both brothers, and we have lost 2 brothers to the streets. We've lost Danny Nash, one of the smoothest motherfucking niggas in the world, hustler, father, son. We lost Skeeter Bop. Skeeter Bop was our older brother like Danny was. Real niggas, good niggas, brothers, fathers, children of God, you know what I'm saying? So listen, real quick. Nobody deserves to die or get killed, man, unless you do some cruddy shit. Real quick, you know what I mean? If you living fucked up, it is what it is, man.
I mean, it was an altercation with another guy.
Hey, listen, if
They
it was
thought
an
he was
altercation with another guy, you defending yourself, That's a whole different ball game, man. Listen, from the mother's, side of the story, I understand where she's coming from. You know, your son, you lost a son. No parent should ever lose their kid. We know this. We feel you, Mom. The man served his time, though, right?
He did 23 years out of a life sentence.
23 years in jail in a DC jail, right?
And yeah, he changed. And apparently, he changed his life.
Yes. No mother should ever have to bury their child. Okay, true indeed. Me and Don Gotti Nash both lost our brothers to the streets. That's some real shit. We want to talk about the life that we in. Just because you in the life don't mean you deserve to fucking pay the price. It don't matter. We all God's children. We all Allah's children, motherfucking whoever children you want to call it. It's some real shit, right?
I lost my brothers too.
I understand where she's coming from, though. She's upset because her child has been taken by the bullet. The dude took her child. So
I mean, he's only like 39 years old. I mean, I'm sorry.
39 years old.
He went to prison at 16.
16
17. He did 23 years. So
23
they make him
years.
40.
He did his time, man. I mean,
He
He
40,
did his time.
so
He
he's
did
about
the
40.
time that the judge gave him.
Well, he got life, but they appealed his case.
Just
and they
because you
gave
get
him-
life, people don't know this. Me and Gogo was talking about this in the house the other day. Just because you get life does not mean you spend the rest of your motherfucking natural life in prison.
Right.
You get a sentence. Things happen. You know what I mean? Listen, man.
I mean, this law only works
Yes.
for people who committed crime as
Yes.
minors, not as adults. But
you-
as a minor, if you were in a not created, but if you were in a situation as a minor where you got over life sentence, 50 years, if you've done over 20 years of that time, they saying, hey, the guy, you paid your debt.
Listen, I'm not a really God-fearing man. I respect God. I respect Allah. I respect all the people that's above us. True indeed, I do. I need you guys to understand this, though. All religions say you're supposed to forgive a person, right?
I mean, look at the Amber guy.
I'm just saying, listen, I don't know about that shit. I don't want to get into
Hey, that was
that.
the biggest
But
issue.
listen,
That was
you're
forgiveness,
very
right?
correct. They say you're supposed to forgive everybody, right?
Right.
shout out to Knuckles.
Knuckles in the building,
Yeah,
Jersey
Knuckles in the building. Shout
Devil,
out to
you
Knuckles.
Jersey Devil, you son of a bitch. Stop faking, come get this money, boy. We getting money down here. We making moves. Listen, speaking from somebody who lost both their brothers, their best
That was so
friend,
manly.
Lil Larry, Gyro, D Mac III, James Mack Jr., we lost them in the streets, man. I've lost so many people in my life, man, to the streets and to the struggle. Look, you can't tell me about what Kim is doing, man. Kim is doing some big shit.
No, I mean, she's getting people out there, man.
Kim is getting people
and some
out.
people aren't. I mean,
Can y'all mention my brothers?
What's that?
My brothers.
Okay, Riri Gotti wants to give a shout
Your
out.
brothers too, baby. All
My
of them.
brothers
Listen.
was lost to the streets.
Yeah, what's your brothers' names?
Khalik and Khalil.
Khalik and Khalil. Shout out to them too.
Rest
Everybody
in
in the
peace.
Khalik
motherfucking
was
struggle.
killed by police.
By police.
I mean,
Khalil was killed by the streets.
By the streets. Khalil was killed by. Listen here, everybody. We know
either way,
the struggle's real. You know,
It's
we
real.
we don't
I'm
we
still
don't
healing.
object none of that, man. But what Kim
God
Kardashian
bless
is
the
doing.
dead.
God
Yes,
bless the
Kim
dead.
is
What
freeing
Kim
all
is
the
doing,
brothers.
man, is a big thing now. What
Hello.
the moms are talking about is a different story because
Right.
they lost their son.
right?
I cannot speak on that
Oh.
because no parents should have buried their kid. I know-
But overall, you saying the guy still deserves his freedom.
of course.
I mean,
I think
hey,
Don, Don.
What about? I mean, I would say at least I don't know if the family's ready to deal with him.
Oh,
on
no,
any level,
he ain't,
but
no,
you don't
I'm
think
not
he's
about
just-
to say nigga gotta meet you and hug you and shake your hand.
You don't think he deserve?
Nah,
They'll
hell
deserve an
no. I would
apology. or
never
something?
ever go to dinner or shake or hug a nigga that killed my brothers. No,
Fuck
we're not
yeah.
gonna get into that. I'm from a different cloth.
So,
nigga.
so
if
from
you
a
touch
di-
one of
I
mine or
forget-
anything I own, I shall destroy everything you touch.
So from but
Play
you're
the game,
saying this
nigga.
with
That's for your
a but
man.
that's forgiveness.
I'm not getting into that. We're on a whole other topic.
I'm
But
just
believe
saying.
in
I
what
mean,
Steph- what Steph Lover believes in is different. All right.
What you got, Don?
I believe Don Gotti Nash summed it up when he said, hey,
Let's get out of this.
it's a slippery slope.
Slippery
Yeah,
slope.
because y'all too touchy now.
All right.
Let's get out of this. Yeah, let's get
I
out
mean, I'm wait. You know
Hey,
me.
let's
listen.
go back to the
Listen.
controversial shit. R.
Wait.
Kelly, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Wait a minute. We didn't get into. We want to get into all.
But
of
I'm
it.
just saying, like, y'all getting too touchy now.
But listen, hey, listen. This is fuck
we
your
gotta stay
opinion.
touchy.
But okay,
don't-
yes, like I understand it's fuck your opinion, but It's a little too touchy now.
Listen. What we do here
Yes.
is what we speak on.
Yes.
We have different events and everything,
Yes.
and
I
everything
understand that.
right life is something that really touches on. That's what I said. We keep it real here. I just like to. You got to answer tough questions to get tough answers sometimes. But you know, the guy. Everybody deserves their freedom, and everybody deserves their opinion on that one. So, if you don't agree, fuck your opinion.
Fuck your opinion. Fuck your opinion. We love you though. But you know, we're pretty sound on the fact that we respect what Kim Kardashian is doing.
Yeah.
And I love you, Kim.
Shout out to Kim Kardashian for going out there.
I mean, not sitting on my face, but sitting in the podcast with us. We would love you to be in here. Kanye can come too.
Yeezy.
Don't worry about that nigga, man.
He done went to
Soft.
Jesus and she done went to the courts.
Soft and elegant and nice and beatful and minister.
Beatful. That is.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, Don
Yeah, man.
Gotti, get us out of here.
So
Save us, Don Gotti.
we're gonna sing a little something. We're gonna sing a little song. Sing a song.
Hit one of those Kanye West Jesus conversions.
A little Kanye
Can
Jones.
you give me the Jesus conversion of
I guess,
for
listen,
Kanye
man.
West?
Real quick though, what I want to say though is that what Kim Kardashian is doing is real big. I don't care if you like it or not. Y'all hating on her. Y'all hate because she got a fat ass and she's pretty as a motherfucker, man. Don't all her booty's not real and
Hey, she
all
gonna
that
get
shit. I'm gonna put her up on the wall of fame. She's sexy as shit.
She gonna get prison reform.
Yes, and she's just so sexy.
And that was from Jess
Sit on my
Nelson.
face.
Just
You know
chimed
what I
in
tell
with
them?
that.
Sit on my face. Hold on tight, baby.
This is this went to a whole different
Hold on tight, baby.
went to a whole
I got
different
you.
episode with Steph.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, we'll be online.
We're gonna give Steph his
That's
own
some bullshit. I gotta warn the nigga, man.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, man. That's fucked up.
you don't like it?
If you don't like it, man, fuck your opinion.
You don't like Steph talking about his face being a stool for Kim Kardashian? Fuck your opinion.
No, but it's not even like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really saying it like that. I was about to play some Young Thug shit, but it's so gay. I don't think I can play that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
don't play that.
I can't play that. I was about to play
Can
some.
we-
I put in Young, and I was about to motherfucker put in
Put on
Young
some
Thug and I'm sorry, I
Put on
can't
some
play that shit
Twister.
because it's so gay. It's so very gay. But I need the nigga to get the fuck off my speaker because he's on my speaker. The nigga's on my fucking speaker, like real loud. The nigga, where's he at? What the? How you gonna take over a nigga's studio? Hey.
What the? Hey. She was waiting for him to find the music?
Nah, I mean, this don't matter.
Okay.
It's live, yeah, it's live, man. All that shit recorded. To be honest.
I mean, but you going,
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. One more time, Young J, 301 in the building. Get Money Entertainment. We in the building, y'all.
All right, so do you want to go into the? That's what I'm saying. So we'll be going to for the next topic.
We're gonna take a quick intermission.
and then bring everybody in on the what?
I need my speaker back.
So the next one's gonna be the Texas guy, the robbery for the wedding ring.
We not talking about R. Kelly either. Or
I said wedding
Nah,
ring.
nigga. I know what she wasn't talking about down there. She wasn't
I
talking
was
about
talking
that
to
nigga.
Tekashi.
We ain't talking about no goddamn Tekashi.
I might talk just to have you say Tekashi on the record. You call it.
I don't know why. Okay, so can I ask one question?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What's wrong about talking about them?
Because they some hoe ass niggas.
I mean, like I said, we can have the what the fuck segment because he's in the news. We talk about everything. I don't mind, we can give it a shot.
Alright, so
We just got to cut it to like a 10-minute segment.
okay, so why I can't talk about them?
You said you can.
You talking
I'm
about
afraid
them?
Brother just said I can't talk about them. He just said
No,
that.
we're just not doing a segment.
No,
So y'all not doing a segment?
No, not on them niggas, no. Oh yeah, I take that up. We are. I'm sorry.
Okay, so why we can't talk about Tekashi?
We are talking about it. Hold on.
Okay,
That's not now.
thank you. No. Oh no, wait. You say that about now.
No, not right now. We're in a commercial
But when
break.
the segment come back, I can talk about Tekashi.
The next segment is going to be
But Tekashi is the man. Like, why can't talk about him?
Are we talking about the robbery? The attack?
No, I want to talk about. Oh,
Get his ass. Get that light skin motherfucker right
He
here.
must be
I'm
buzzing.
sorry,
Step.
dog.
Step.
Fucking,
I want to talk about Tekashi, R. Kelly.
don't want to talk about them.
But y'all say this is controversial.
You said that.
I give a fuck about Tekashi and
Shit
R.
sound
I know
like
Zay-
that's
The music, motherfucker.
I know Zay was
We
on.
need the music.
Zay ain't on the speaker?
So we can talk about Tekashi, right?
Nobody knows.
Hey, Zay.
Tekashi is our son, Don. We ain't birthed to him. Tekashi is our son. Where's the camera?
Tekashi, your
Where's
son?
Yes, Tekashi is our motherfucking son.
Oh my God, that's my nephew.
So hold on, Tekashi 6'9". Hold on, wait. Tekashi 6'9". Ask Don when is his birthday.
Don, you know that nigga?
Where's everybody in?
Hi y'all.
Don, you know that nigga?
Okay, but just ask Don when his birthday. June the 9th. Don't call me baby because you don't want me to talk.
No, you blocked
I want to be on camera.
No, when you sit right
Who
here.
am I blocking for the camera? Now I want to be in his
Hey,
spot.
next episode, guest coming in, right?
So,
Next episode, guest coming in. All right, y'all go and get y'all seats in. Let's go. Go back on the camera now. Let's go. Come on in, now.
So Steph, everybody, but Steph said this is the
What's she gonna do on this side?
I can see you hate, you a fan now. On the low, low. Why they hate right now? Tell me why they hate right now. Put your hands up. I can see you hate, you a fan now. On the low, low. Why
So,
they hate right
next
now?
talk about the mouth.
Tell me why they hate right now.
You
I
was
can
about
see
to
it
make
from
from
a
the
mile
left.
away. Tell me why they hate. I'm from outer space with the money and the cash. Dillies on my wrist, I'm tryna have them like a lane. And I'm talking, get the rain, and I'm gonna buy this taste. So the lights off, yeah, tell her cut the lights off. When I'm coming in, I got money in my pocket and I'm spending it. She don't really think that I'm talking, she just want the dick. Crazy, put me on the road. Really, I'm a star, and it's something that they know. Talking all this money and it's something I'm gonna show. Ain't nobody down, I'ma take them toe to toe. Yeah, I'm on the way right now. They don't know they can't get. I'm the top of ground. Didn't get into a million or something that I'm about. I'ma take them up, yeah, have a more I can see you hate, you a fan now. On the low, low. Why they hate right now? Tell me why they hate right now. I can see you hate, you a fan now. On the low, low. Why they hate right now? Tell me why they hate right now.
That's his song too?
I mean, some of it is them. Oh no, all of them not him.
Yeah, I'ma say it once, I'ma say it twice, I ain't wasting time, yeah. And I've been doing things, really trying to get you off from my mind, yeah. And I'ma let it know, yeah. Going so far,
I had some stuff.
and I can't take it slow, no, can't take it slow. In my own world, I don't wanna feel no more, yeah. Don't wanna feel no more, yeah. What you see when you look at me, yeah. I'm way different, I'm someone you can't do, no. Out of space, feel like I'm in a dream, whoa. Bring her with me, let's watch it, let's show me, yeah. I don't know. We get drugs and better love, yeah. She want love, won't supply it. And I keep going all around the world, and I still can't find it, no. But I need some more. And I can't take it back, anything that I get. I won't show no love, that's the way that I live. Yeah, I'ma say it once, I'ma say it twice, I ain't wasting time. Yeah. And I've been doing things, really trying to get you off from my mind.
Yes.
I'ma let it know, yeah. Going so far ahead of the road. And I can't take it slow, no, can't take it slow. In my own world,
Still live
wanna
here,
feel
on the
more.
bit.
Wanna feel
For my man,
more.
go low. everybody who joins in, listen to our opinions, join with your own. Thank you for joining the Facebook page, Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast. Keep your ears open and your fucking eyes open. We're going to hit you with some more shit each and every Friday here in the pit, live, Maryland. This is the spot. So we'll give you the topics and we'll bring over some things, you know. As you heard, you heard in a couple of segments ago, we get deep into in our last segment. We take it there. So we're gonna cover it all here. Definitely. Like again, say shout out to all our Facebook friends, Instagram friends. You allow us to play your music on here. We're gonna play your shit. We're gonna get you in tune. We got tunes bumping. We're gonna give you a little bit of music, a little bit of everything. This is live.
Yeah.
So you gonna see some shit that don't make sense, and you gonna see some shit that do make sense.
First I'm a teen, I'ma stop it, I don't play no games, yeah. I just came through with a bad bitch, I'm a lady, yeah. Chasing this money, I swear it's gonna take all day, long. And I won't show no love to her, I'ma play, yeah. I got this kid like a maid, yeah. I swear that I'm tryna slay, yeah. Cause I'm on my way, I just wanna play, ask my name, we gotta go to the play, I see a shot, I'ma take one, yeah. Stacking this money, I put it right there in the safe, yeah. Feel like I'm right in my zone when I'm going out of space, too many niggas with me, we ain't tryna wait, yeah. Doing my dash on the freeway, we can rage, yeah. I take a hit, then I'm gone, stacking my money, I'm making it long. No cigarettes and I know that it's wrong. I know you hate me, I suck on my flaws. I can never think I need a menage. Think about dropping the bomb. Won't stop and I'm making it hard. Off of my shit and I'm taking it off. Out of this shot for the right price. One cigarette rush, she not my wife. I want to let it like five guys. I can say you wanna ride. I can get you in the limelight. Make it go to the side. Only got you on my mind. Only got you on my mind. 17, I'm stuff I don't play no games. No. I just can't do with a bad bitch. I'm a lady. Chasing this money, I swear it's gonna take all day. Long. Now I'm show no love to her, I'ma play. I got this kid like a maid. I swear I'm tryna slay. If we lose you,
go smoke a joint off.
Ask my name. We gotta go to the play. I see the shot, I'ma say
Come back in. You listen to the smooth tunes of, I don't even fucking know. Relax. Groove to the music, man. Whatever.
I'm in my way. I might just put in a rack. I come on her face. I do not care what you say. I take it and I'm going to space. I take it and I'm going to space.
DJ, somebody bump the table. Somebody bump the table. DJ, somebody bump the table. The needle just skipped on that record, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know about that. And that is the jingle that makes the ladies want to make it.
Whoa.
Shake and bake.
Damn, what the fuck was that?
I didn't want to step on that.
Step the lover.
Shit, nigga.
AKA the lover, baby earthquake. Step the lover.
Baby
Make
earthquake.
the ladies' legs
I like
shake.
that.
The baby earthquake.
I make her legs shake.
All right, what we got here? My man Jess.
El Padrino.
That's what I'm talking about. I can't even say that shit. But
Hey, the Godfather.
that shit real good. Jess Nelson just
Did I
broke
say
it
that right?
down for you. To let you know, this is how we do.
This how we do in the building. Fuck
Here
your
on
fans.
Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast.
Salud.
Salute.
Too late to been that piece of nigga. That was so gangster.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
That was gangster as shit.
Yo. So,
I seen that. I seen where you bit that piece of nigga. That was gangster. Yes, indeed.
we ain't gonna call names out now. We gonna just let that be a mystery. They like, people like, oh, fuck that. They talking about beef. Don't even worry about it. Because you might have an opinion about it, and fuck your opinion.
On this next episode, though, we got our very first multi-guest, I guess, in the building.
Multi-guest. So, listen here.
It's gonna be a little loud.
We got, rules of engagement before we begin.
I gotta clean my
How she
hands off.
Oh shit, nigga. We just knocked out everything.
Lorenzo don't think. Oh shit.
We got
Is that
no
it, fam?
visual, no
I ain't
audio.
like- Oh, chill
What
out.
happened?
No, we good.
No, we're not good. I can't hear y'all.
You can't. Every
The
Sunday.
soundboard is dead.
Sure is.
Oh, that's him. He slid back too far.
No, it's
Or
plugged
something plugged up. Something.
It's
She
plugged in.
hit something and knocked it out. There we go.
Yeah, he hit the power button on
Hey, won't you, she gonna have to move in even closer to
Over
chill
here.
there.
She's over
Yeah.
here.
Can you
She's
see,
good.
can she be seen on this side?
Yes, Rizzo said yeah.
Mm-mm.
all the way up.
Yeah. We coming in live. We coming in hot. We dropping like it's hot, nigga.
That's what she might need to put on with the wheels on. Oh, man. Can you see it? Can you see
How we
it?
looking out now? How we looking now, bro?
Shit, look, you just that man about 40 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, one cross, all we
We
cross.
right here.
Put your hand over there.
Nah, can't see nothing.
No bueno? How about if we turn the camera?
Yeah.
How about if we put the camera over here, Lo? Caddy corner. Behind the door. Close that door real quick and put the camera over there. Can they get all up or over here?
But every time somebody opens the door,
They're not gonna be able
No,
to
they
go.
can't even. Once we
Cutting
start,
that.
once we
Cancel that.
hit start on here, we don't open the door.
No.
That's why I gotta be absolutely quiet.
Can I move the
Tonight,
camera?
the audio gonna be a
Can I
little
move the
fucked
camera
up 'cause
now?
we got people
Don.
dropping shit and talking.
Don.
Usually it's supposed to be quiet.
I'm
So they
moving
can
the
just see
camera.
us.
Now.
Good.
But
You definitely not gonna get her right there.
No.
I got it.
Can you get another over there?
Shit.
Everybody in the picture. If we could get her right behind, right next to Nelson, right. Hold your hand up now. Perfect.
Bet. Move that chair over right there. Oh no, she got a chair over there.
I
Yeah.
could probably scoot back a little bit.
how she gonna need it? I mean, you talking about the mic? She got to be picked up on guys' mic.
She can actually take this mic here.
Yeah.
then
She
take and
actually
press
talk-
this jump.
Okay.
Her voice actually carries.
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Do you?
Hello?
I mean,
Nah, she don't need the direct one. She probably.
Her voice actually carries.
I'm just saying.
yeah, but I like when everybody's being heard.
Me
to be
and Taylor got a
heard.
mic here. Ferg can have his mic over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know,
Just tell her don't talk too loud.
Y'all not talking as loud as she is. No, her voice carries.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
understand that. I'm just saying she can have that mic. Me and Ted got this mic.
But she just
Big
got
time, Ted.
Yo.
All day.
Yeah.
We in the building.
Yo.
Fuck your opinion, nigga.
My mic's, yeah, fuck your opinion. The podcast, you bitch, you.
You can unplug that, look.
That's just job.
I've been talking that.
Remember,
That junk need to get carried for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, listen. This
That's
next
all
topic
it
is
is.
music. Or do you want to do the bank
Let's
jump?
go Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, that's me. He gonna be the music topic for the night. 'Cause
Come on, Farrell.
I ain't had no
Tekashi.
music, so he gonna be the music topic. And Fat Boy gonna be the. So we ain't gonna get to the Joker joint tonight.
We got
Over
you.
here.
We gotta get the Joker.
What we got between
I'm
the
putting
Texas State guy and the
She coming
Joker?
over here.
Joker. Over
Yeah,
there.
on this side.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Joker over the Texas jump because we ain't got the plate. No, she might need to come right out.
Yeah, cause where is it? She's not gonna be cut off by the computer. Is it?
I forgot to move
I
the
don't think
damn
y'all got
camera.
me on it.
Perfect.
She not cut off by the
No,
computer.
no.
Nah, she
Back
good.
there, Farrah. Right there. As long as you stay to your left. No, don't go
No, just
to the
stay-
right.
yeah, just
Stay left.
Stay where you are.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pivot.
Yeah,
You got room to pivot, but I need you right here for the most part,
So you don't get cut off by the.
so you won't
by the
get cut off by the monitor.
Okay.
And Rizzo, do me move that mic over there towards the bottom.
Yeah, we're gonna give you one. Put the mic close to you, so.
Yep, right there. Move that cup. Bang bang. You don't need it that close. Your voice
I don't know. Say
We got
something. So we.
No, you can hear. You can hear.
Yeah, I heard that.
She going to
Uptown for life.
Oh
They
shit.
heard that?
DC in the building.
UBT for life. Northwest DC.
All right, we can hear you.
Oh, he must not be from DC.
No, we can hear you. No, I'm just saying that we can hear you. Oh, I
Shit,
can't
I'm
hear you.
delicious, nigga. What you saying? No.
It's a delay?
Fuck your opinion. Got about 50 guests in the
Oh, you
building.
I didn't even know she was on.
I'm always ready, nigga. They pay me for this.
Don't move. Why you
I'm
moving?
sorry. I want to see what y'all
Breaking the
saying.
sack.
We're not. This
No,
we
we
got
can't see
nothing.
it.
Yeah, we don't see nothing on here.
That's
This
just
is
for
recording.
the voice.
Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. Go. 1, 2, 3. I'm
Alright, she gave it to you, nigga.
Back again on Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast, where we have a very special guest, Jess Nelson, Tattoo Borowski, Teddy, formerly known as Smoke Dog, aka don't slam the motherfucking door in my face, and Miss Riri Gotti, representing
Riri.
Uptown DC for life.
Uptown DC for life.
DC
Northwest,
for life.
baby.
We have Mystic Power in the motherfucking building. So, right now we're going to get into our music topic of the week, which is Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Boom, Tekashi.
man.
Gang, gang.
If you don't know,
Bad ass nigga.
I want the gang, baby.
Gang, gang.
Gang.
if,
For life.
Rat.
if
I
you-
snitch on whoever for $10 million. Go ahead.
Damn.
Alright,
we
so,
got a bag out back for you right
Is it $10 million?
now. No, a trash bag and
Well,
some
I'm not snitching then. If
Alright.
it's not $10 million, I'm not snitching,
some
baby.
shovels, a trash bag, and a
That's dead. That's not like I got buried a dead body.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
good.
basically.
So, if anyone doesn't know Tekashi 6ix9ine or a story, because I like to keep you somewhat formally introduced into what the fuck we talking about here on Fuck Your Opinion podcast. Tekashi 6ix9ine was under indictment with some gangs from the 9 Trade Blood Gang, and shit went sideways. He ended up telling on the whole crew and splitting away from his leader and manager Shotty, testifying against him in the federal court on racketeering charges. But Tekashi 6ix9ine seems to have bounced back miraculously into the music scene by accepting a deal for $10 million from the former label that he was signed to, that he left when he left the management of Shotty and I think it's called 10K Records or 10K with the record label, 10K Projects. That's the but he signed now back to the record label. His case is due to go to court in January. They say it might be moved forward to December because of his cooperation with the federales, but the man's coming out $10 million richer. He is becoming notorious and changing the rap game formally because, you know, people like, you know, the word rat has been thrown around. Just,
Rat.
but you know, we got some people who be like, fuck it, you know, why do 45 years in jail? Listen, why do 45 years in jail with some guys that are going to kill me? It's been stated, they recorded conversations where they did threaten a man's life and say he was going to get done, he's going to get violated in prison. And, you know, they was extorting him. He got robbed by his own gang members. He left them alone. He tried to start his own business deals in his own life, but then he got snatched up by the feds and had to do what he had to do so he didn't spend 45 years being a prison pinata. So, I know what Steph's going to say.
Don't even come to me.
He's going to say fuck him because he's a rat.
Fuck him.
I say, if the man wasn't a gangster and they put him in some gangster shit, they should have known at that point in time that he was going to not be... They knew it because as soon as everybody got popped, they said he was going to roll over. So why the fuck would you put that boy in business in which you were doing crimes? You should have kept him in the fucking studio writing instead of doing whatever the fuck you was doing in front of him and extorting him, because then maybe he wouldn't have had shit to say about you and you still could have been doing your gangster shit while he was out here fronting and making millions of dollars, which he's still doing while niggas is doing about 15 to 40 years in prison. That's me, 2K and Dan, my take on it. Anybody can chime in. We're going to listen, go one at a time.
Me personally, I want to have a Miss Farrah, Pretty Eyes Nash real
Miss
quick.
Riri Gotti,
Riri
you
Gotti
have the
Nash.
floor.
You got the floor. What you think about Mr. Tekashi 6ix9ine?
I think that Tekashi 6ix9ine did what was right. If somebody was offering me life, I'm snitching on Step, Ted,
God
you.
damn.
I'm gonna skip you, Don.
No, she was snitching you too.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Anybody that's valuable to me, I'm not snitching on you. But Tekashi did what he had to do.
Well, we're not valuable, no.
He did what he had to do.
Uh-huh.
Because none of them niggas probably would have been loyal to him. So why not snitch?
I mean, listen, they said they had the FBI had recording.
And I'm going to tell you something else. He snitched on niggas that robbed him, that held him, and that fucking put a gun to his head.
He's being
So
extorted.
why not will I turn y'all guys over? You guys fucking put a gun to my head. You robbed me.
She got a point.
You held me at gunpoint.
But
You told me you was gonna kill my fucking child.
He chose.
So hold on, wait. Why not would I turn you over? Why not? $10 million fucking dollars. All y'all niggas
I
are
mean,
dead.
he didn't see that.
No.
But
Period.
He didn't see the 10 million. But I mean, at the end of the tunnel,
My
it's
nigga.
out there.
He didn't see the 10 million.
He
but
just wanted freedom.
Hold on, my nigga. He had way more than 10 million at the time he was snitching.
No, he didn't.
No, he lost all that shit.
He lost that shit.
Because he walked away from his deal, his record label,
Yeah,
and his
he got his
they
record
was
deal got
extorting him.
abolished.
He didn't even have, I mean, it's
he
supposed to
did.
say he didn't basically have a few million. No, but listen, the point is,
Don't
he
get fucked
had-
up, Don.
he has,
Don, don't get fucked up.
You gotta check directly to it. Just talk.
Nah, don't
Trust it
try
on you too, dog.
Uh-oh, you hear that? You get
Hold
switched
on.
on too now, nigga.
Okay, well, Don, what is your
I
take?
recant my statement.
What is Don? What is your
No,
take
no,
on
no.
Tekashi 6ix9ine? What?
He's a fucking rat.
Uh-oh, rap.
But
Fuck him.
hold up. When is it okay to be a rat? Is it okay to be a rat when it's involved in your life?
I mean,
listen,
if he come home,
listen, what I'm
he
saying-
fucked up in the game.
But my
When
nigga,
he
he
come
not
on?
even from here.
look, if
The
you,
9 out of 10 he from Mexico or the
He's not from
or the
Mexico. He's from
Dominican
the Bronx.
Republic.
Oh,
The
real
Dominican
from
Republic. He not from here. Like he not from America.
But
he is.
So he can skip state and go back to where his great grandmama from. His
Okay.
great grandmama not from here.
All right, real quick.
Let's be real. His
Okay.
great grandmama not from here.
So listen,
So
real
he gonna
quick.
go back home to grandma and granddaddy.
So real quick, Miss Pretty Eyes, real quick. I want to hear from the one Spanish guy at the table. No, so where's he from?
I believe he's half Puerto Rican, half
Yeah.
Mexican.
from the Bronx.
So the nigga.
So where his grandma and granddaddy and his mama from?
So
the old Bushwick somewhere.
he
Hold
can-
on, wait, pause.
He can
Where's his great grandmama from?
I have no idea.
probably
So 9 times out of 10 they from the Dominican Republic, right?
Well, no, it's Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rican.
It's Puerto Rican.
Okay, but they not from the United States,
No,
right?
no.
Well,
he
Puerto
can-
Rico is a
he-
part of the United
He
States.
can run back there and.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Say it again.
He can run.
Well,
Thank you.
Puerto Rico
Run
is
that.
So
actually,
he got space to run, right?
He's got
Thank
some-
you. So 9 times out of 10, he's gonna run back home
Puerto Rico is a part
to
of
where
America.
he's from.
Yeah, Puerto
Well,
Rico
he's
is
from
part
the
of
United
America.
States.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is actually a part of
No,
it. He couldn't run there.
He's
So,
gonna run back from where his roots is from.
if he go to Puerto Rico, they're going to get him and bring him right back.
I don't think he's gonna run.
I don't think he's Puerto Rican.
No, I don't think he's going to run.
I don't think.
I think he's fucking Mexican
So, okay,
and
he doesn't have to
Salvadorian.
run.
So what you say,
He
Tim? What
doesn't
you,
have to run.
you guys
And
have
the
to
fact
run?
that he was offered
have to
10 million,
Yep.
that
He's
dude
not
don't
gonna
gotta
come out.
run.
Look,
He's gonna come out.
He
with
still
all
got fans
over the
that
TV.
streaming his
He's
music.
gonna have security 24 hours all over the
Talk to
TV
me,
all
Ted.
the time.
Talk to me.
I mean, but he doesn't have to do shit but Instagram shit,
Right.
Instagram drama, and drop
that's what he's gonna
Exactly.
do.
solo
That's what he's gonna
tracks.
do.
Like that's all he has to do to make money.
To make money.
But
Thank
he's a
you.
bitch. He's a bitch. He's a
Yeah,
whole snitch.
I'm not denying
But
that. I'm
he's
just
a money
saying,
making bitch.
He is that. Yes, he is.
And he can
if
do
he
that
wants to
on
make
any
money,
day.
he just has to
He
keep
wanted
doing
to
what he
live a
was
life
doing
that
and
he
just.
wasn't built to live.
He has an online presence. That's why he talked that much
Definitely
shit.
wasn't built to
Right.
live the
Time
life
out.
he living.
Real quick, Smoke Dog, Teddy Smith. What'd you say, brother?
He wanted to live a life that he wasn't built to live.
Preach.
Right. So when you
Okay.
do that
So
shit,
listen, real quick, for anybody who's never lived that life, just because your parents lived that life, or your uncle, your brother, your
Be,
cousin,
this is a cautious
that
tale.
don't listen. That don't mean you a part of that fucking
Cautious
life.
tale. Be
All right.
forewarned.
But it's paying him though.
It is. That doesn't mean it doesn't
still
mean
not-
right.
and
So
But
listen,
it's paying him.
Listen,
the
in the
minute,
end,
the
I'm gonna live
minute,
that life as long as it's paying me.
listen,
But
the
if-
minute that you break a crime, I need you to understand this: all crime breakers, all thugs, fake ass gangsters, girlfriends that date gangsters. Understand this shit right here. The minute that your folks or you break a crime, you must be aware that you have to face the fucking time. Okay? It's your motherfucking name, it's your motherfucking family's name, all that. that you're representing as a man in the streets, as a woman in the streets. So if you're doing anything illegal, you're supposed to hold that shit down yourself. There's no glory in being a rat. I understand people are doing it nowadays. Movies are glorifying it. They got movies out now. White Boy Rick. I watched the joint the other day. I was very unaware of what the movie was about.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It was a good movie, but he was a rat though. He was a fucking rat.
It's based on the true
At the end
story.
of the fucking movie, I was upset because he was a rat.
That was based on the true story.
Okay? Listen, my mother always told me I was raised by a single white male. I'm not male, I'm sorry. A single white female who raised a black man. I am a black man. When the feds pull me over, when I go to prison, I am a black man. My mother told me, when you do a fucking crime, you do it, you stand by your motherfucking self. That is what a woman told me.
But listen. He ain't staying
No,
by
and
himself.
listen, I understand what Miss Farrah Pretty Eye Nash was saying because the niggas did a lot of foul shit to the man. They held him at gunpoint. They whatever, however they did this shit. I understand that. That's some fucked up shit. So what you should have did, you had that bag, you should have retaliated and hit them niggas' heads.
But he didn't even have. Go ahead. What you say? No, go ahead, Jess Nelson. I talk. Everybody get a shot. Shoot. Go ahead.
Nah, to kind of piggyback off of what he was saying. Yeah, like if you're gonna live a life of crime, then you're pretty much signing that contract, right? I'm not gonna snitch. I'm living by these rules now, not the law, not those rules. I'm living by these rules. But some of the shit that he did was because these cats threatened his family, his mother.
Yes.
So I feel like they breached the contract
Yes.
first.
Right, that's what I was
When
saying.
you sign up for that shit, it's like, all right, this is between us, between men.
Right.
The ones that are living that crime.
The innocent ones.
Right. The civilians, leave them out of it.
Yes.
But it's rules of engagement.
But I mean, this nigga's in there snitching on people who have nothing to do
Nothing to do with it though.
Like,
I don't know who he snitched on or anything like that.
That nigga-
he said something.
That nigga snitched on Colonel Sanders. He said Colonel Sanders' recipe did not come from Kentucky.
Right. He gave up the 11 herbs and spices.
I mean, them niggas gave herbs and spices,
I
dog.
heard he snitched on Waldo too. Pointed him
Where the
out.
fuck Waldo
He
at?
said something about Jim Jones being
Yeah, he snitched on him.
But that was because dude put a hit on him. But that's a part of the game. If you're putting a hit on him,
wait, first of all,
fair game.
and it's not just also the fact that he ratted. They
had a rat.
It was a lot of shit. It was a lot of shit that went over that case. I mean, he didn't just go to jail.
No, he didn't.
He was a part of a
lot of
racket.
niggas was snitching.
He was a part of a racketeering.
Oh, but can I say one thing though? And I love you dudes and women that's from there, but there's a particular state that has a lot of rats there. I'm not gonna send no name out, but you guys have got a lot of rats there, and I'm gonna need you to keep your motherfucking rats to yourself because if anybody knows out here in DC and Maryland, we don't like y'all. I need you to keep your rats to yourself. I'm not shouting on any names, but there's a particular city that raises a lot of rats. I'm gonna need you to keep your rats to your motherfucking self, man. What is up? Why y'all raise so many rats?
Yo.
I didn't say any names. I love y'all. I love the women. I know some really good dudes from there. Santiago's, a lot of Wild. Keep the rats out there. Don't bring them down here to the DMV because we don't like rats. We smash them niggas.
It's a lot of It's just rats.
I'm just saying in general that city, but that city though
everywhere
produces a lot of rats.
I mean, I don't listen. I'm not getting into who's.
What's up with that though? What's up with that?
City.
Right,
I went on the whole city.
You know why
I went on the whole city?
What are you talking about, Step?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I can't say that because
I
love them guys.
But I mean that. Listen, I don't.
That's some buttersauce shit though, man.
To me, it's rats. It's rats everywhere. It's people.
It's rats everywhere. But that one particular city, oh my God, they produce a lot of
That's
rats.
just acceptable now, man.
That's an opinion. That's an
especially in that city because I mean
that's an opinion. To Step. That's his opinion.
Come on now, we all know that is not our opinion.
Listen,
I'm not that one particular city produces a lot.
Listen,
and I'm not saying that the real
I'm not
niggas there are all rats. Because there's some real good niggas there and good women there.
I'm not listening, but I'm not
produce a lot of rats.
We talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm not going to what cities.
Oh, y'all don't want to touch on
what
that.
city?
You now I feel like some points you crossing bounds. That's you crossing into some real dirty rat infested waters. That's what I'm saying. You're crossing into.
But I'm saying that city has a lot of water around it.
I'm not getting into it. I'm not going.
Doesn't it?
Listen.
Well,
anyway,
we gonna need. You know what we're gonna need to do?
No, what you gonna need to do? Don't put me in some motherfucking. Listen, don't that. I do podcasts. I do not start wars.
No, what I'm saying is,
We going to Trump mode right now.
No.
Words from.
I love that city.
Words from President.
What I'm trying to know is why does that one particular city?
What the fuck is going on here? This is
your catfish
live.
This nigga is catfish ass nigga.
Came in, almost knocked over a mic.
Right.
God
Took
damn,
the whole tone of the goddamn show. Listen, I would like to thank God for intervening right then and there because it seemed like it was going to be some wild shit jumping on. But anyway, thank you, Lord, for saying y'all need to cut that one fucking short. But back to Tekashi 6ix9ine. I mean,
Tekashi.
The man is he's a millionaire. He's a rat. He's whatever you want to call him. But I mean, a rat. You gotta survive. You gotta survive. Self-preservation is the #1 rule in nature. You look it up. #1 rule of nature is self-preservation.
Yes.
Now,
you know what the #2 rule is?
You about to make some shit up?
No,
Go ahead.
you damn right I am.
Okay.
Fuck your opinion rule. #2. You want to say it, Don?
Fuck your opinion.
Yes.
Gang.
Gang.
We beating niggas up who cranking Tekashi.
We beating niggas up and cranking the car. So you crank that.
I mean, it's fuck you up. And this is gonna be in English. And this album is gonna be both in English and Spanish. So within 2020, we're gonna have Tekashi 6ix9ine.
So real quick, to all my Latin lovers.
Didn't you do a reggaeton joint?
Yep. The name of his album is gonna be called Rat Shit.
Hey, and if any of my Migos out there, I love y'all to death. Migo Power, Latin lovers, Latin Power. If I see y'all pranking that shit, we
Thanks
gonna
for shouting me out, Steph.
I know, man. We in the building, baby. Fuck your opinion. To that city I was talking about, we love y'all, man. I need y'all to pipe it down with the rats, man. Goddamn, what the fuck? No, I'm serious. What the fuck?
Step where people like, yo, that's how you feel, B? That's how you feel? Well, fuck that.
This nigga saying slang shit,
everybody
bro.
know.
Who said that? I didn't say nothing about they slang.
Man, listen, we gonna keep it real. We ain't recording on that, but I mean, we gonna
I
keep
don't
it
give
real.
a fuck. What they know who the fuck they are.
We gonna keep it real
They
on
just
that.
they have a lot of rats.
I mean, that's everywhere, man. What the fuck?
No, that one motherfucking city got like.
I mean, they also got 8 million fucking people.
I mean, the nigga Alpo. I mean, we gonna speak it out now.
You got 8 million people.
They glorify that nigga out there. The nigga still alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you can't come down here with that
Bro,
shit.
it's niggas in rat. Like
There's a lot of niggas, a lot of places rat is still around.
That is the norm.
Not
Ain't nobody, everybody.
Listen,
I
nowadays, it's
mean,
the
look,
norm,
these young cats, man, they live by a different code.
they do, but in the DMV, listen. If you're a rat, go somewhere else and live your life. Don't stay around here in the hood.
I mean, shit,
They
Rafe
gonna
Webb was
your ass
told he was one of the biggest.
And Rafe is that man when he get out of jail, he probably won't be around here ever again. No, never.
Well, that's step making a.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't think he'll be around here, man. They said that the man did whatever he did. I don't know.
You never know. Shit, like I say, people.
I'm just saying. There's one particular city in America where there's a lot of infestation. Y'all know what infestation means? Oh, niggas don't want to say that. Okay, it's where a motherfucking lot of little nasty vermins be roaming all around and shit.
Step just went to war with a whole anonymous city out here.
I ain't say a whole city. I didn't even say a
This
name.
nigga
I didn't even say a name.
I said so. We still saying anonymous.
He said the fucking slang and all that.
So yeah.
He was like, you know what I'm saying, B? I ain't say nothing about they slang. Like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, we're zeroing in at this point.
I didn't say them niggas was
My man
rats.
said the whole city. What other fucking city is known for rats? It ain't
LA got a lot of rats. DC got a lot of rats.
But you said DC don't rats.
I didn't say that.
You ain't say DC don't have rats?
No, I said we don't condone in that shit.
Yeah. Next up. Hit it. Next
Hit it.
topic on Fuck Your Opinion the podcast. We have something we call What the Fuck is Going On Here? And this week we have a man in Texas by the name of Heath Bumpus.
Hold on, what's his name?
His name is Heath Bumpus.
Bumpus.
No, not Bumpus.
That might be a porn star name.
Heath Bumpus.
Heath Bumpus.
That is a good porn
I will
name.
bumpus that pussy.
Well, Heath Bumpus was he was the man. He was the dude for I guess a few minutes. He went to the Citizen State Bank of Texas, and Groverton, Texas, and proceeded to rob it because he needed to cover the expenses of his wedding reception and the ring. He promised his wife a $3,200 ring. He lied and told her that he had the fucking ring, but he actually didn't. So he decided the day before his wedding that he should go to a bank and rob it, and actually told the teller while he was robbing the bank that he needed the money for his wedding reception. Now,
Thug life.
got away. He got away. I don't know if they're not saying they disclosed the amount that he actually left the bank with, but he got away because while he was at home, the news in Groverton, Texas, or whatever area news feed that they have, showed him in a surveillance footage, footage from the bank. His wife noticed that was her husband, and the fact that he told the teller he needed his money for because he was getting married on Saturday and he robbed it on a Thursday. And she convinced him to turn himself in. I almost choked on my own spit just thinking about that.
No, she actually.
I choked on my own spit thinking about the fact that his fiance said, "Babe, you got away with it, but that was some dirty shit, and I'm not getting married."
So let me ask you a question. Was there any evidence that could have brought them to him?
No.
They had a picture of him barefaced in the bank.
Oh, barefaced. Okay.
And his wife basically.
It wasn't such a great picture that the nigga could have.
No, it was him. That was that motherfucker.
No.
You can read his whole ball
That
cap.
could have been me, nigga. I'm a fat nigga. I'm handsome. I don't think he's as handsome as I am.
I mean, I'm not saying that he was not going to get.
No,
he may not have been turned in by his wife at that time. Who knows? But the moral of this story is, this old lady said
she snitched on. She Tekashi 6'9".
That's not marriage material, man.
She told
your girl should have an alibi ready.
Well, he tried
all that.
She didn't even. She was surprised. She didn't know. She just sitting in the house.
It doesn't matter. A real woman will. Listen, a real woman will have woman instincts to just pop in and just be like, "Oh shit, that nigga robbed the bank. Well, that's bad for us. That's bad for our family for the rest of our life."
I
mean, it's gonna kick in and be like, "Honey, that wasn't you, but I'm glad we got all this back." You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna need you to turn yourself in, honey"? Because she was probably a Cowboys fan.
And he turned himself in. He was
probably a Dallas Cowboys fan.
The fact that he went through the fact that he went through all that shit lets you know he's pussy boy. So the fact that she told him like turn yourself in, and he was like, okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a whole nigga.
Pussy boy,
because you know what I did? I'd have chopped her up in little pieces. Renzo, go low with a wrap the bag up. I mean, not understand like that. But we went ahead and took care of that.
He took a dark turn here.
Yo, Step the Lover is not filled with love tonight. It is
I guess for the show this week.
I have nothing to do with this show.
Step the Lover is on his fucking.
No, well listen.
Ground. He's on his plastic
one
bag.
thing I'm not doing is hating on people from Canada. So that was Gotti last
in a certain
week.
city we
Yeah, but that was Canada-ish.
Yeah, no city. I'm just naming the city.
Okay, but listen. This is in Groverton, Texas, and his wife told him to basically turn himself in, or she was going to.
What would you
or
do?
she was
What would you do?
So
what would you do?
We want to know from Miss Fair Pretty
From
Eyes.
Gotti was like,
What would I do if you?
If
that
he
was
robbed
me.
the bank, and you knew he robbed the bank.
Afterwards,
after he
not
robbed the
before,
bank.
not he did no
But there's
plan.
no evidence to incriminate him on
Nothing.
I mean, you see him on
You
the
see the
A
picture.
shitty picture on the news.
We good.
You good, right?
I ain't saying shit.
Nothing.
And even
Nada.
if they had a clear picture,
Nothing.
I'm still
That's
ain't
not
saying
him.
shit. That's
Nothing.
not him.
That's not him.
It's a real woman right
Yeah,
here.
like
He
I
was
got the
with me.
alibi and everything.
All that.
But if Step with him, you going to jail, nigga. She already said she was snitching.
Yeah, you did
No,
say
I'm not
so.
snitching.
So, you know,
Especially when you show me like send him back to Puerto Rico.
No, first of all, you're not going to Puerto Rico, you're going to Mexico. And hold on, let me tell y'all something. Tekashi 6'9".
Uh-oh.
Tekashi.
God, what?
That's what y'all judging this off of, right?
No, we just talking about
That's a whole
basically.
other story.
We talking basically about. It's just about.
Because he said that I'm sending him back to Puerto Rico.
No,
Mexico.
but no. Listen
And
to
I'm not
that.
sending him back
No,
to
this guy's.
Puerto Rico.
I don't know what I would do
Like,
in
I'm sending him
Mexico.
back to
No, that guy's from Texas.
Like he not going to Puerto Rico.
He look
He's going
Mexican.
to Mexico.
Yeah, you going to Mexican also.
But this,
Because Trump say, oh,
but
you
this
gotta go to
is
Mexico.
this is a white guy in
Hold on,
Texas.
Time out.
Yep.
Time out. Somebody told me I had to lower my voice, and I
Yeah,
don't
go
like
ahead.
how I push
Yeah, that
on my
is
own.
Yeah, you gotta move back from the mic.
Don't push on her no more.
Yeah, because
That is sensitive.
Like I don't like that shit.
Don't touch her.
Who did
Thank
that?
you.
Yeah.
Tell me against that.
That's right. Don't snitch on me,
push
though.
back on my arms like that.
That's right. We're not snitching,
Because
though.
I feel like yelling now.
Don't yell.
Yeah, I want to apologize
Yeah, 'cause
for
we-
yelling, man. That's
Yeah, because we
got
got
sight.
hot blood.
We working
Y'all
on
got
it.
me hype and then y'all
I'm
start
hot-blooded,
pushing
man,
on my
so-
arms.
No.
Yeah, don't touch her no more. We're gonna
Thank
fuck
you.
y'all up in this joint.
Thank you. Don't do that.
Don't do that shit, nigga.
All right, so now back on topic.
You can go back to Mexico, Nelson.
Nelson's going back to Mexico.
Not the Dominican Republic.
I don't know what
Not
I'm
the
gonna do in
Dominican-
Mexico.
He try to go
I
to
don't
the
know
nice
where.
place.
I don't know.
Like he want to go to the nice place and shit.
Playa
So you
del
ain't
Carmen,
going to no
I guess?
nice
No,
place
my
like fucking
no.
Dominican Republic.
You going to
You going to
Mexico.
Mexico, nigga.
I'm not going to Dominican Republic.
You not gonna go there?
Nah, I drink alcohol. I'll die.
Oh yeah, they are
Well,
poisoning
you gonna
niggas.
go
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
Dominican.
Not hey, shout out to Dominican Republic. I ain't saying y'all poison niggas, but I mean y'all track record
I
is
mean,
not
y'all
real
damn
good.
sure killed a lot of
Yeah,
niggas.
yeah, y'all killed some.
Y'all got 11 bodies.
Hey, y'all got some
11
body
plus
flow.
bodies. I mean,
Y'all
Hey.
killed one person that was from the PG County.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Her
listen,
husband.
they got one of
They left
ours.
2 kids over
They
here.
got one of ours.
So y'all owe us about 5 families now. 5.
damn. Shit,
Once
wow,
again,
Damn,
this fuck your opinion. It just got really real.
Really, we went
but,
sideways.
I
So-
didn't get to answer my question.
So
What I mean,
what's
you-
your question?
Because I was pushed back off the mic like
I
right
don't know.
here. Like,
We
like
got
I
it.
still feel it.
What?
So,
Don, did you put
so
it?
your answer.
Yeah,
I'm
Don't
moving
push
I'm
me.
moving it off the mic, man.
Oh, Don, put your
Y'all
husband.
keep doing like
That was your husband, though, dog.
I don't even want to say nothing there because don't keep doing like that to
Hey,
me.
that's strong.
Don't keep doing like that to me.
No, I'm
Like,
trying to move you off the mic.
Okay, listen. But at this point,
that's what he keep doing to me.
Riri Gotti said she would not.
Yeah, she said.
At
she
this
was-
point, I don't know because there's a lot of pushing going back and forth. So this might be an issue where his ass might get shoved out the car. He might jump in too quick.
Yo, because
and
he's driving. I gotta get back home, so I'm not gonna shove him out.
well, at least you.
Wait till your ass get home.
As
You
soon
wanna
as you
talk,
get
nigga.
home and you pull up in the driveway, motherfucker, it's on.
Yeah, you sleeping in the
Yeah,
basement, nigga.
don't thought that. Yeah, you thought it was sweet because we got and give me the bag because I'm sleep because Riri Gotti is securing the bag tonight. You
So
did
listen.
good work. Now go sleep on the couch.
Tell him again.
Real quick, I wanna just say this, right? So, what the fuck was that? Oh, anyway, I'm zoning out. All right, so coming from a man, see, this is my thing. This is how I live life, right? I'm one of them type dudes where I live by the laws of by any means necessary.
By any means,
So if I love a female, I'll die for you. Right? That means I will bust a nigga shit open for my lady.
Right.
For her family, for her father, her mother. So if I gotta go make sure the wedding is good, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck need to be done.
But let me ask you this, Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it the day before the wedding?
And I do that shit whenever the fuck I don't give a
And
fuck.
then be dumb enough to tell the people that you are
No, I ain't telling
robbing,
nobody, though. I'm not
that
telling
you
nobody.
are robbing the bank for
No.
that specific reason.
I mean, no, hell no. I ain't no dumb.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
but
like
what
breadcrumbs.
kind of selfish ass woman needs all that when she knows he don't have it anyway?
But yo,
Exactly.
but listen, he told his wife that he was gonna give her a $3,200. He could have said, "Baby, all I got, every kiss begins with K. All I got is just K jeweler money. Let's go up there and put $700 there." He didn't have to lie to her and tell her she got a $3,200
You ain't
ring.
got a lot of credit.
I mean, this just sounds like a movie. It
But
sounds
I mean-
like some Hollywood shit going on. I think this guy, once he get out, he may have a script in his hand where he
Oh,
actually
yeah, that's
robs the
definitely a
bank,
movie.
and his wife.
And you know who gonna play the nigga? Who? Me. Young Stefan Matthew McCauley. Steph Lava. I'm gonna play that part.
I don't know
nigga.
if you are you gonna be able to improvise instead of like this is the part where I chop her up and when I'm supposed to turn myself in, I'm gonna put it in the trash
I'm gonna
bag.
chop that bitch up. You ain't gonna tell on me, bitch.
He gonna go to the.
Me ain't gonna chop you up.
Oh my! Wait a minute.
Yeah, implicated.
I done implicated my nigga.
We need a priest.
Yeah.
Can we please get the spirit of Tekashi 6ix9ine out of here?
But
We're gonna have to do
but
a
you know what
burn
save us, though? You know what
some
save us?
sage or somewhere.
You know what's gonna save us?
Yeah.
The Nation of Islam.
Damn.
What do you say?
What? Who?
Uh-oh.
No, I said
What you say about
I
the
said my
nation?
brothers, the Nation of
You done
Islam, was gonna
activated
save
her.
us.
For what?
Say what?
Bank robberies?
No.
They gonna save me
From going to jail for bank robberies?
No.
they gonna save me.
Wait. They not gonna save him from nothing for one.
What you mean?
Because you're not part of the nation.
Oh, I can't roll with them niggas?
You
First of
can't
all, they
roll
not
with them
niggas.
Okay, hold
They
on.
brothers.
Okay,
and
I can't roll with them brothers? Okay,
no.
I'm sorry. I love y'all though. I love them.
That's good that you love them.
I'm just not giving up my bacon and my white women, but I love them.
Okay.
Well, listen.
And-
Listen. Wait a minute, man. Wait. If this woman was white, I'm pretty sure.
No.
If he robbed the jewelry, the bank for a ring and a wedding reception for a white woman that was going to turn him in, you gotta think twice about that whole white woman.
She said Rick Ross, nigga.
I'm sorry.
Who's up?
Hey, you
They
nigga,
keep
Rick Ross.
pushing me off the mic, so I'm gonna stand up here. It don't got nothing to do with you being black or white.
Jay, what's your
Rick Ross.
But Don keep pushing me
Rick
off the
Ross.
mic. Don't keep pushing my shit.
Don't touch it no more, Renzo.
I don't even want to say nothing no more.
No, but listen.
Touch it no
I'm
more,
not
Renzo.
saying
About to
nothing.
get me too, bro.
Renzo, keep your hands to yourself.
No,
He
he
just
can't
can't.
do nothing. Don't keep pushing me.
Dog, you better start touching
I ain't
Miss
saying
Square Nash,
shit.
Miss Pretty Eyes Nash.
Well,
Okay, well,
listen.
y'all just gonna see me. I ain't saying shit else, man.
But listen.
Hey, listen, tell them to go back to Mexico.
No.
You don't want to say that no more?
No. Just
Come on, man.
hey, just don't say shit about the Nation of Islam. That's all I gotta say.
Steph started that.
I was just kidding.
That was see. But
I respect
But y'all
my.
can say anything
I
else.
respect my
I'm not
nation.
saying nothing else.
But we had a contract of
'Cause I don't like
oration
it.
before we
Cause
began
y'all
this.
keep pushing me right here.
Hey, dog, stop touching your wife.
Like this the mother touch.
Same spot.
Like this is the mother touch right here.
Well, since Don Gotti is the engineer, let's give
This right
let's
here
give
is
Don
the mother
Gotti a
touch.
chance
Like,
to explain
yeah,
this.
you
Even
feel
though
it, right?
we have
Mama used to do that to you.
Listen.
Yeah.
we have an actual married couple in the studio
Now
while we're
that-
talking about.
the first time
Shut
a
up.
married couple in the fuck your opinion booth.
Who
nigga.
married?
I don't know.
I thought, well,
Yeah.
Go Low and Step Lover. we both
go.
got. I didn't say we was married to one another, motherfucker.
I'm not saying
I just
shit.
listen. I just
Don't
accepted an
keep
offer
pushing
online to
my
get married.
shit.
You did.
Yeah. I ain't get no
Hold up.
I didn't get no congratulations or nothing.
You made.
I just
Low
accepted-
actually pull a cigarette out.
I just accepted an offer online to get married.
Did y'all just come out?
We
Don't
just,
keep pushing my
Hey, did it just come out?
I just cleaned it up.
Exclusive. Is this the come out episode of fucking
I just cleaned that up.
Hey, fuck it, that's the name of the episode.
The come
Episode
come out.
5.
The big come out.
big come out.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck your opinion. Yes.
Oh man.
Oh,
As you
that was
see,
epic.
we're always live here. But like I said, the guy turned himself in. His wife said she was going to snitch on him if he didn't. Steph
No, I did
said.
not say I was gonna snitch on him.
No. Steph. Steph, the
okay,
lover,
okay.
said
I
that
said that.
no. You actually
Where's
said Riri Gotti will hold it down and
Exactly.
do what most black women do in those situations. Hold it down. This is not a race thing, but I'm
No.
just saying.
But Steph said he wanted a white woman.
And the
No,
white
I
woman
didn't say
told him to
that.
turn himself
No.
He said
in.
he loved a white woman.
No.
He said he don't
He
listen.
said you love your pork and your white woman.
Step loving has
No.
been on her.
I said I'm not
Steph said
giving
he
up.
loved the
Okay,
pork and
listen,
his
listen
white
up.
woman. He said he loved the nation,
if you're not-
but he not giving up his white woman
I
and his
love-
pork.
That is a
Miss
quote.
Fernandez.
And your white woman gonna turn you in.
That's a
Oh,
quote.
wow.
My
Listen.
nigga, your white woman gonna turn you in
Listen,
and call
listen.
your nigga and hang you.
Miss Fernandez, listen,
Jesus.
Step Lover loves all women. I believe all
But you
women.
say you love your white woman.
I don't know. I said I'm
You
not
didn't say you
willing
love
to
your
give
Indian.
up
You never-
my white
you
women.
You're not gonna give up the white woman.
I love all women. I believe all women are God's creation. I
Okay.
love them all.
Now we're going to love her.
But who's the original creation?
God.
Going into
No, the original woman is the black woman.
Because you know what?
Without the dominant
Uh-huh.
black color, it
Uh-huh.
would not be no other race.
I'm not mad at that. I will not dispute that. But I know one thing: when we turn the lights off, we all the same color.
No, we
Oh,
not.
and it's all pink and
Maybe,
No,
everything.
we're not.
maybe some of us
That's
a lot
motherfucking
easier
lie.
to
Yeah,
see.
it's all
I know
pink.
you lying.
Some
all
of us,
pink.
listen.
I know you lying because Master would have had you in the motherfucking kitchen to ask a
No,
fucking house
no.
visit.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
Master would have
Master-
had you in the
No.
motherfucking kitchen.
Master
Yes,
would
he
have.
would've.
Master would have killed me.
Was
you know
this-
why?
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that last week.
Master would have had you in the
No.
kitchen. You would have been a house nigga.
No. Sorry.
Yes, you would have
You know why?
because you light skinned.
No, I'm not like
So
I'm
Master would
mixed.
have had no
I'm
nigga.
mixed.
That's
No,
mulatto.
you
So
ain't.
they killed them
Nigga.
babies. Oh.
You would have been a
Ted,
house.
please elaborate
First of
to
all,
it.
you would have been a house nigga.
Okay.
And the only reason why you mix it, I'm not trying to be mean, because they raped your mama.
Mm-hmm.
And they raped
My mama,
great
which
grandparents
was
too.
black. So you know what they did to hide the baby from the.
raped
No,
us.
but listen, wait.
Master
First of all,
raped us and he
first
took
of all,
our
listen.
true identity from us.
True, but you know what they did to the mixed breed babies? They killed them. So that
They
the white.
killed all of us.
I understand
They
it, but
killed all
I'm
of
talking
us.
about my kind, my mixed babies, my
What do you
mixed
mean your
breed,
kind?
my mixed breed babies.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
Listen,
They killed us.
No.
Listen, this
They
whole
killed all of us.
this
They
segment.
did.
Alright, y'all.
But in
This segment-
general,
Rosa
listen,
Parks,
yeah.
Curry of
in
Wait,
general,
They killed all of us.
the mixed breed babies that
Listen,
look like
listen,
us,
listen.
they killed us.
This
No, the ones that look like us and
No.
darker than us.
No,
they
they-
killed Kunta.
Let this be live. Don't
Kunta got
stop
his
this.
feet
No.
cut off.
No.
But he
those-
lived though.
You
He
not even
lived.
Kunta.
I know. I wouldn't have made it.
I would have
We
rather
have
they
to-
killed me than cut my feet off.
Nah.
That's you. I would have rather lived than be dead.
You
They
can have
cut
a foot.
Kunta feet off. They
Yeah.
cut
Cut
that
my feet.
man feet off.
And they made a book about him, and he's a
They
hero.
cut Kunta feet off.
And I was dead.
Okay, so
You was dead. I'd rather be dead than bleeding to death.
So, on this segment,
No. We don't want to skip because Black History Month is coming up in February.
The screen. Like you
Listen.
on the camera.
this episode here,
Yeah,
segment
Like,
of
you can't see.
Yeah, you gotta-
Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast.
Yeah, when you like this, it's just like you just go. Nah, the camera right there.
Because Steph swear that they was
That's the
killing
wrong.
them.
That's the wrong
yeah,
phone.
like when you looking
So
at.
where am I
Over
looking
here.
at?
Look, see that?
Yeah.
green
Oh,
phone?
that one right
Yeah, when
there.
you back here.
So how do I know if I'm
you.
on there?
Just stay over
Because
there.
if you can't see the camera, it can't see you.
And then
Because Sally Mae swear that they was keeping his kind.
They didn't keep my kind. I know for a fact. They killed
They
us.
didn't keep my kind.
You guys were the slaves. What are you talking about? We know
We was
this.
in the cotton field being raped and
Yes,
molested
and we were
and
being-
breastfeed
and
and
we were being-
master babies. I
and we were
breastfed
being-
your nephews
No.
and nieces. My great great grandmamas breastfed your nephews and
No,
nieces.
we were killed.
No, you are mulatto, meaning
Listen.
that you are mixed.
We were killed.
this whole segment.
So what do you think we was hung and slung
Completely
by
left,
our
right?
nicks?
Wow.
Who was hung by
Yes,
our
it
nicks?
was. It was very
Kunta
unfortunate.
Kinte was called Kunta for a reason.
Yes.
Ladies and
Because
gentlemen.
he would not say what his slave
Yes,
name
it was
Listen,
horrible.
He did not say what his slave master name
It was horrible what
Listen,
they did to
He
him.
kept saying Kunta.
Yes.
Listen.
And he was given.
Your
Can
kind
we
was in
take
the kitchen.
No,
Listen,
Y'all
no,
was in
my
the
kind
kitchen.
was
Hey,
not
you
in
got
the
to
Who was
get
that
some of the
movie,
music,
Don?
I think
Yo,
you-
we out.
Listen,
Music time.
Don.
Music time.
Who was that movie when he said,
Listen,
We out.
I wanna
that's
say-
that nigga?
Listen,
No,
listen.
Don, come on
Alright,
now.
alright.
You
Listen.
can ride me down.
Y'all killed it.
Yeah.
Because Steph trying to be one of us.
Yeah, but listen. This what y'all
Steph
got
wants
to
to
do.
be one of us.
Okay, listen. No matter
TV
what.
time out.
Listen.
I can't be one of y'all because we were fucking killed back then.
Listen.
No, you was not. Like, my
Oh,
ancestors was
man.
raped
Okay.
What are you
and
talking
held
about? We were
hostage
raped.
This sounds
against
like it
their
needs to be
will.
like a
Hey, bro.
whole
Listen, on it for real.
This another episode.
getting
There's
So
no
I gotta
episode.
bring my
There's
ancestors
fucking
on.
facts. The
Listen,
mixed
bro.
babies were killed.
Listen, what we
What you
doing?
think my ancestors was done to? Live?
We
I didn't say nothing about your ancestors.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't-
I
Oh,
speak on it.
and hung.
I can't speak on it because I wasn't
They was,
there. But we
It ain't no
know.
separation. It's no
It is
separation. We all was fucked up. So
We
we
was
can't-
all
we
fucked
can't-
up.
We all was fucked
But the
up.
fact-
You can't make it better or
No,
Yeah,
you can't.
house
We all was
niggas
fucked
and
up.
field niggas.
Nah, we all was fucked
But
up.
the-
No, we was not.
Hey, niggas a nigga at the end of the day.
No, step niggas was better because they was in the house.
No, they weren't.
My family was in
No, they weren't.
the
Say
All right, man.
What
Can
you
I
want
just
to
say
say?
something real quick, even though I'm Mexican?
Yeah, because
I
Trump
say,
said that you from.
But look, this is like a weird separation, right, amongst black people.
Yeah, that's
Light
sad.
skin and dark skin.
It's sad, right?
And
Yeah.
house,
No, it's-
house slaves
it's not
and field
sad.
It's
slaves.
sad.
It's like, dog, they had no respect for any of y'all.
Exactly.
Talk about. Technically,
But
you're
you have
light
to
too.
acknowledge they had
But you're light.
no.
You're
no.
light.
Step is what the master wanted.
Nah, you're light just like him. We're in the
I
same boat.
understand that, but you have to understand that.
No,
yeah.
you
in the
are
same
what
boat.
you are what the master wanted. You
We're
are
in the
light
same
skinned.
boat. We're in the same
Step,
boat.
look at you and look at me.
Like you're separating
You
us.
are
Like we're in the
light-skinned.
same boat. We're
Yes.
in the same boat. You talking
I
about dumb
am
people?
not. I am not light skinned. I am mulatto. I am damn near white.
Thank you.
Yes.
So since you damn
I
near
was not in
white,
the
I
kitchen,
didn't have your
sweetheart.
privilege. Thank you.
But I was not
You
in the
was
kitchen.
in master bedroom.
No, I was in the fucking death chamber.
You was in his
the grave.
bedroom. No, you was in his bedroom.
Obviously, we didn't.
You was in
read
his
the same History
bedroom,
Channel.
and that's what I'm saying. Like he was in his bedroom.
The black and white babies
My
were
great
killed.
great ancestors was not in Master's bedroom. They was in the cotton field.
Why would he be in his bedroom?
Right? Why?
Because of
He
his
would
skin
not be.
complexion.
That's
Because
what.
of
No, they
your
weren't killing
complexion
him.
was in the house.
They didn't want them mix.
So why was
They didn't want to mix. They didn't want to mix
because they didn't want. They didn't want
kids mixed. They didn't want mixed kids.
That was the whole deal.
That's like a
We knew
shame.
that. That's part of.
It's like a
So why
shame.
was my great great grandmother's
Abomination.
That was a
breastfeeding
shame.
Master
I was an
babies?
abomination back then, sweetheart.
Why was my great great grand ancestors breastfeeding Master's babies then?
We can't speak on that.
I can't speak on it.
I said we
because
can't.
our breast milk carry a lot of strength. That's
It
why.
does. That's what's
That's
up.
why
What
they
I'm
was
saying is
breastfeeding now.
the abomination
And
that was
then
made by
white
the
women
black
didn't want
man
that.
birthing a black woman
That's
was
why.
killed back in the day.
No.
Do you not
Because
remember
women
seeing
didn't
the
want
black
their
movies
nipples
when the baby was born and it was conceived and they seen it was
the nigga girl.
white with blue eyes? They said, "Well, kill that baby. We can't bring that back into the house.
So what they say when it was born with black skin?
Put him in the field."
Keep them.
Yes.
They say keep them.
Yes. What are you talking about?
They say keep them.
Bro, they
They
didn't want
say
to mix
molest
them,
them and
They
rape
didn't
They
them.
didn't want the mixed ones.
They didn't want
say-
the mixed
They
babies
didn't
at
want.
all.
They didn't want the mixed ones.
No.
I mean,
They
they're not
they
gonna
didn't want the
kill.
mixed
They're
ones.
not gonna kill.
They say molest them and rape them. My ancestors was molested
We're not disagreeing.
and raped
We're not
and
disagreeing.
hung.
That. Who
No
disagreeing?
one's
that?
They were
disagreeing with
hung.
that.
Who is
No
disagreeing?
one's
I'd rather
disagreeing
be
with
killed at birth than hung and molested.
That's
No, they-
you.
Kill me off firsthand.
Right.
You molest and
Right.
take my pussy away from me.
Right. Just kill my people though. And so
All right,
we don't
y'all.
have to
I'm out. I'm out of this conversation. Like that's it, man.
I just want to say
I'm
that
done.
this,
Fuck your opinion.
I'm done. It is.
No,
It's not the
listen,
conversation.
the whole
It's throwing us
opinion,
off.
fuck
It's
your
throwing us-
opinion,
It's throwing
just
everything off.
died. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck your
It's
opinion,
throwing this
though.
conversation
Fuck
off,
your
though. Yeah,
opinion.
let's make the
but
conversation off.
listen, the
Let's
whole
make the
point
conversation
of this
off.
I don't want
conversation
to mess
was
with y'all
about.
thing.
My people didn't make it to the kitchen or the house.
Listen,
I
y'all
don't
arguing
wanna
about
mess with y'all
something
conversation.
that could be a whole different.
You know
It's
that.
all love, but I don't want to mess
You
with
know
y'all
that.
conversation.
We didn't make it to the household, baby.
No, you
I'm not messing
wasn't.
y'all conversation.
You wasn't in it by yourself.
I wasn't there.
No, I'm saying you
Because
wasn't.
I was born in 1984.
Listen,
so
no, this is what I'm saying. I said
wasn't
you
there.
and Step were just having a conversation.
I thought it was fuck your opinion. I thought that
No,
was
but
the
listen,
beauty
Yeah, but
of
if this
it.
not,
We have to stay on topic.
we
But
gotta
that's
stay.
the beauty of fuck your opinion.
No, it's not.
Everybody got their own opinion.
Yeah, but it's
You
about.
do.
It is.
That's
but
the
it's-
beauty of
Yeah,
it.
but it's about what we talking about though.
What
we
we talking about?
We got to keep it in the
We
frame.
talking about everything, and
No,
we have
no,
to get
no,
on
listen.
the
Nah,
slave
that's
it
joint.
don't
That's
work
the
like
beauty
that.
of it.
Nah, not to me.
Spit it to us. Spit it to
The
us.
whole object of us having this podcast is we speak on different segments. When you say on something, you say
Why
it.
you calling the dog? Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay,
Right.
so
The
that
real live, fuck your opinion. We had a beautiful thing going on.
It was done.
That listen, if you know anything
I
about
still on
history,
Facebook.
man,
I
you
forgot we
know
on
that
Facebook Live.
What's that?
I forgot we're still on Facebook Live.
listen, if you
Oh,
know
yeah,
anything
it's
about
live.
if you know anything about history,
It's alive.
you know that nothing was good back then, man. House nigga, field nigga, still a nigga, okay? We're not debating that. That was not what we were trying to get into. What I was simply saying was my kind, which is a mulatto, was not. We didn't prosper back then. We were not born. We not raised. We didn't get an opportunity. I'm not fucking trying to state or raise awareness of our kind. I'm just saying that they killed us. Yes, house niggas were lighter. They were a little darker with skin. The slave masters let the mothers carry them because their complexion was darker. We talking about some fucked up shit, man. A fucked up time.
And it actually shows that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years and
Yes,
generations
and
later,
people are still affected by
we
it.
still, as a people, are fucked up by things that happened in the past. So those people who actually are saying that, slavery is a thing of the past, black people should get over it, as you see, on the level of emotions and mental issues, as far as mentally, it's hard for us to get past this shit. It's something that's deep. Are we gonna go on to the next episode?
Yeah,
Or
we
we
gonna
gonna
have
just
to
let
go
that
through
close
the
out?
next. This shit been hot. Nah, listen.
Are we gonna go into this? And I mean, we
Real
can't
quick.
take this right. We should have taken this right to the fucking mental health fucking part of the show because shit just got
That's a
real
good
fucking
segue.
crazy.
Right.
Right in there.
Oh,
Going
man,
into
that's-
mental health.
Nigga what? Nigga who? Jigga what? Nigga.
All right.
That was good.
That was amazing.
Yeah, but we just took a whole episode and turned that motherfucker into
I
like 3
like
hours.
conversations that get your heart rate going. Those are my kind of conversations.
Down. Football picks. Like that shit.
Hey, listen.
Right.
Right.
Oh shit.
So how about that Tekashi?
So I'm glad to see that race is not an issue in time.
It is, man. It is.
No, it definitely is because for some reason niggas that look like me, we just get a pass. We really don't. But it's all good.
The craziest shit that happened about that whole conversation is Don Gotti.
Oh, motherfucker! Put in your mouth.
What is that? What?
Step Love in the building. Get Money Records. We doing it. Young Kilo. We got the motherfucker next episode coming live.
18, 19 minutes.
Yeah.
They
Motherfucker.
said it's gonna get y'all.
This is for y'all house niggas.
That was just an 18-minute conversation, 19-minute conversation.
Right.
Have it as a separate YouTube video.
This is for y'all house niggas.
I mean, everybody was
A
out.
lot of
Money don't sleep, so I ain't never resting. And I'm killing all these niggas, get a paramedic.
So fuck you up being the podcast. Thing got a little heated, so we had to throw some ice on it. We're gonna save that actual conversation in that segment.
No, we might not be able to say that shit.
Well, we're gonna save that for another. We'll take that to another segment because we somehow to talk about a man robbing some shit for his wife turned into one of the age-old questions of the brown paper bag law. But anyway, since shit just got crazy, we're gonna go into our segment also of I would call this entertainment.
Oh, can I stop you real quick? I'm sorry, I apologize. I want to real quick give a shout out to two of my favorite people in the world who share a birthday real quick. I want to give a shout out to my son AJ that I love more than anything. My
Happy
best
birthday,
friend.
AJ.
AJ's birthday is today. Little AJ, 8K. He's an incredible guy. My son, I love him to death. And then one of my great friends that I love more than anything, Danimal, my buddy in the middle, Toucan Dan.
Toucan Dan.
His
Birthday that they
today.
celebrate
I
in
wanna
the
say
mid
happy
40s.
birthday to both of these guys.
Birthday.
40 years. On
Great
the side.
individual.
And shout out to my wife because this is our anniversary. I love you,
And a
baby.
shout out to his wife.
We got married on my birthday because I wanted my life to always have some kind of special meaning.
That's kind of selfish. But happy
She
birthday.
says that. But I mean, that's another. We can bring that up too. That'll be another topic of conversation.
Topic, I guess.
But I feel like I said that I want to share forever with my wife.
Hey,
so,
can I ask you a question? Was you and your White House niggas or was doing it?
I don't know. My wife.
That was like a spin-off of the topic.
My wife is very light skinned, so I got that shit.
We already know.
We're not even gonna go.
My wife is real light skinned.
Skinny. My wife is
your wife is Mexican, okay?
She's
she would not be in the field, okay?
Irish Mexican.
Shout out to the Irish Mexican.
Hey,
we all bleed.
Quick birthday shout out to DC Tattoo Sensei.
Yes.
Chris Mensa.
Mensa.
Bad
Yes.
motherfucker.
Birthday,
Held it
wow.
down for years at Pins
Shout
and
out.
Needles, right by Howard University.
And that's from
Shout out to
that's
Howard.
from your man Jess Nelson. Shouting out. You got one for us? Teddy, you want to shout? You got a shout out?
I don't know my birthday.
All right, fuck it. We're gonna just keep it moving then.
Shout out to me, man.
Shout out to motherfucking
shout
Don
out.
What the
Gotti.
fuck? What?
Because that man is constantly, he needs a purple heart. Because obviously,
he gonna need a shout out when he go home.
he's constantly, the man is constantly
Yeah, you get that ass whooping.
Let's okay, but let's move on. In mental health this week, because this is Mental Health Week. You know, a time when the nation celebrated, or not celebrated, but brought more attention to the idea of people seeking help and getting help for mental illnesses, which has caused a lot of destruction in people's lives as far as suicides and murders, and a lot of people need it. A lot of cultures don't really indulge in it too much because they kind of let their cultural senses take over. And mental health is very important for people. Every human being should take the time to, find mental wellness. But also this week or in the past week, the Joker movie came out. And this was a movie that kind of fell into the idea of mental health because we all know who the Joker is. He was one of the most famous or infamous Batman characters. And he basically, his life, well, he looked at life as a tragedy. That basically, but a comedy. I forgot. It's a great theological thinker that said life that looks at life as a comical tragedy. And this man also did that. The Joker, and he was Batman's arch nemesis. He didn't have any super fucking skills. He couldn't fly, no laser beams, or fucking superhuman whatever the fuck. But he couldn't fight for shit. Batman will always but he could take a mean ass whooping. One thing the Joker could do is take a mean ass whooping. I mean, Batman used to lay some mean ones on, and he laughed. I think, and that's what really pissed Batman off, because no matter what kind of ass whooping Joker took, he looked at life as a tragedy, but also a comedy. So, in this movie that's come, I haven't had a chance to see it, but I've listened to the reviews. I'm definitely going to see it this weekend, and then next week maybe I can come back and speak a little bit more on it. You got to see it?
I saw it on the first day.
But from what I understand, good, I have people that can. I have some backup support here from Steph Lover and my man Jess Nelson. Basically, the man had a breakdown. It was a psychotic breakdown, and he was a clown, a comedian. And from what I understand, he was a wannabe clown, but he was also a great music lover.
He was a lost soul.
A lot of people didn't know that the Joker was also a great music lover.
Yes.
And so hence the dancing.
So what he did was he turned tragedy into triumph. If you ask me, he was a very dark character, dark figure. It was just violence, but in his situation, and what mental health does to a lot of people today, is life imitating art, or does art imitate life? You understand what I'm saying? The fact that the Joker had to, basically, he became a criminal because what he found in life was that he just had so much shit that just basically he felt like only way I can climb out of this shit is with a smile, and that's what most of us go through. But at the end of the day, for the better part, we try to climb out of the shit with a smile. But for mental health, do you feel like that? Do you feel like society takes so much of a shit on people that sometimes it eventually leads to them becoming?
Let me first say this word.
Arthur Fleck, the Joker.
Yeah, no, listen. That was very well spoken and brought into the question, man. You did the damn thing on that, because the Joker was really deep, man. I ain't gonna lie. For those who don't like the Joker movie, didn't like it, there's a lot of people didn't like it because they were expecting some sort of superpower,
right?
Superhero. That's not what this movie was about, man. I tried to explain this to Smoke Dogg, aka Ted. I said, listen, man, this movie was about the beginning of who this guy was, man. This dude was dark, misunderstood, somewhat of a nerd. So not even really so much of a nerd. He was so much outcasted as a person.
Outcast.
Yes. So this was for the guys that was never the winners, never popular, underdogs. Yes, this is what this movie was about, and a lot of people did not appreciate it. I only appreciated when I realized who the fuck the Joker was, because the Joker, like you said, had no superpowers. All right, he could not fight. He was not strong. He was not handsome. He was not athletic. He wasn't a quarterback.
He was very ruthless and very cunning, very smart.
Listen, and that comes into where I'm getting at. All right, sometimes we got to bring that shit out of us. Sometimes that shit happens from what we've endured in life. Mm-hmm. Okay. It endures, man. It happens. It's something that's emotional. And that's who the Joker was, man. Some people won't understand it.
Anarchy, but he believed in anarchy. He believed beauty came from chaos.
His beauty was different than a lot of people's beauty. And for that, I want to just say that I love the movie. I didn't expect anything different because I believe that they wanted to tell the story.
Of mental health.
Now, I didn't even really think that the message was going towards explaining mental health, and they really did. Okay, I called Ted. I text Ted, aka Smoke, Teddy Smith, aka my little cousin, not handsomer than me, but I immediately, because we always go back and forth. I asked him how he liked it. He didn't like it. That's what he told me. That's fine. We do have our differences in movies, but we love our Marvel movies, our DC comic movies. Me and Lorenzo, Go Low, we went. My son, Young Kilo, they didn't like the movie either. My buddy Walt, Arthur Chambers Bartholomew, he went with us. He loved it. You know why? Because he understood it. He is a different type of guy, man.
So I didn't dislike the movie because I don't understand it.
I
dislike the movie because to me it's not the Joker. I've read the Joker. Okay. Like I've read Joker origins all my life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So to me, this isn't the Joker. This is a guy with a mental illness who got bullied, who got a gun, who killed people, who put on clown makeup. It was John Wayne Gacy. That's all the fuck it was. It wasn't the Joker. You know what I'm saying? I try to compare this Joker and try to put him up against any Batman that's ever been. He has no chance. This Joker does not think things through. He's delusional. He don't know what's real and what's not real. So he would have no chance against a Batman.
Well, but I mean that's the point of it.
That was the beginning.
Right.
What do you mean?
That's
It's
the
not
point
the
of it
beginning.
being
This
a
is
prequel.
it. This is a solo film.
Dude, if we did
this
a prequel
for this movie,
if we did a prequel to Batman and you held that same criteria, you would say the same shit. It's like, man,
but
this
they
little
did
kid
do a
can't
prequel
fight.
to Batman.
This
It
little
was
kid ain't doing
Batman's
shit.
beginnings. That explained Batman's beginning. That was the prequel to Batman.
Right, so this is the prequel to Joker. He doesn't need to be this mastermind. He doesn't need to.
But how can you explain how a man that mentally fucked up can become a mastermind like the Joker?
Because of the goon.
No,
we saw the moment.
We
saw the moment when he's on the police car where he finds his tribe. He finds his tribe of
but
underdogs.
That was before he got locked up again.
He's always had the goons.
That was before he was
Joker
locked
is
up
synonymous with the Joker goon.
And do you know why?
That's what gives him his
But do you know why?
I understand that.
Because the underdogs and the average people, the mental fucked up people, they roll with the Joker. Now I understand what you're saying. Okay, listen. I understand what you're saying. Let's feel the movie though. They're setting up the beginning to who this man was.
They're not.
You don't feel like
so wait.
I was like, he's gonna go further.
So from a comic book view, what are his beginnings? Like because
he doesn't officially have.
He doesn't. There are different stories to the Joker's beginning, but to me, his beginning is the Killing Joke. That's the book with and this movie right here. It took a little bit from the Killing Joke, but not. And I felt like they should have just took the whole Killing Joke because it was such a great origin story for the Joker.
Okay.
You know,
I'm not even familiar with that.
That's what these guys do.
Right. So that's why I want to hear your opinion.
Yes,
go ahead.
That's why they're here.
So and that's why
great
I feel
movie,
so strongly again. Now, like the movie was a good movie, but it wasn't a Joker movie to me. My favorite Joker is Heath Ledger. I felt like he put on the best performance of the Joker. He took from Jack. He took from Cesar Romero. Everything good from them he took and put in his performance. He didn't have the maybe not the comedian part like they did. Like he didn't do as much comedy as Jack and them.
Yeah, he was dark.
But the Joker they were portraying was not a comedian form Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I mean,
Frank Miller's Dark Knight Joker is a very dark, cynical person.
Yeah, but he was by far the best.
But what I'm saying is, and this is the two differences in which, like, you know, the Hollywood switch to me. Because now that you said that, and Frank Miller and the Joker that we knew as Heath Ledger, he told the story of him actually being mentally abused by his father. That's why he said he got the marks.
Yeah.
Now, from my understanding, in this movie, it's no father, but he lives with his mother.
But he was abused by a stepfather.
He was abused. So, if this is to the, I guess you would say this is before we seen the shit overflow. This is beginning his boiling point. Could it be? It like say it's Batman Begin, right? As we seen Batman beginning in the movie, he started off with shitty equipment and bad armor.
Right.
He was getting fucked up. So as he went along, he made mistakes, but he quickly corrected those.
Right.
So the Joker
but
could
this
he
is
been
also a guy who was mentally sound.
But no,
this
listen.
Joker wasn't.
But listen now, in every
But was the Joker ever mentally sound?
Yes. But listen, in every But in most cases, most people that are genius in the sense of evil genius, it does speak to their genius. They just see things in an obtuse way of looking at, but they are still able to get the same result.
Yeah.
So, is this being that he was maybe more neurotic, or maybe he was a lot more careful because this is when he's breaking points. So when he's making these mistakes, I would assume as a Joker moviegoer that this is him before he even learned how to really calculate his move. You know what I'm saying? When he was making all this crazy shit as we know him in the future of Heath Ledger, but the whole bus planned thing in the beginning when he robbed the bank. That is Joker when he has come out of his complete cocoon, is manifested as, okay, now I know who I am. This movie to me is, I don't know who I am.
Yes.
Now I'm finding my
There's
point.
no way Joaquin's Joker could get to that level of intelligence. The way that he thinks, the way that he acts, he's childish. He's he doesn't have that intelligence that Heath had as the Joker. Not even Jack, not even Caesar. This guy is like a seriously mentally challenged person.
I want to disagree. I want to stop you real quick, and I want to say this. All right, Joker's the one character in the DC universe, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that is very challenged. He's just all around a different type of dude.
That's why he stands out.
That's why he stands out, Ted. So listen, check this out.
And his ability.
I feel like this movie only explained his beginning to his mental sickness, and that is it.
And it's smart
like
as
I say, and it's only the beginning of what he brought.
If there was something coming after,
it's going to be something.
Maybe
it's not going to be.
I bet you.
They're not going to walk away from all this.
They will not walk away from all this.
This movie is doing exceptionally well.
So how are you going to explain how this crazy person just becomes this criminal mastermind? You can't say because some fucking losers off the street decided to follow this crazy guy
because that is
are going to teach him what to do.
That is what America's about, baby.
But listen,
when lies, that's what America's about.
I'm with you. Like that.
Don Gotti Nash, what you think?
I think that whole scene was very powerful.
Talk to me, Don Gotti Nash.
I mean, I haven't really seen the movie, so I can't.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to see it.
I can't really speak on it too much.
But I'm just saying, as far as mental health. As far as the mental health issue, listen.
They explain where he came from.
What I'm saying, Ted is saying that he doesn't think that even he could develop to be that type of criminal because of mental.
I can understand them just telling a different story.
So I would be okay with that.
Yeah,
but you can't tell me that this guy is going to become this.
Why not?
It's not believable.
Talk. It's not believable to me.
I disagree.
The joke. Let me tell you something. So in the Killing Joke, the whole point of the Killing Joke is the Joker to try to prove to Batman that it only takes one thing that can turn your whole life around, right?
And that's what.
So basically, he's trying to prove that Batman could have either been bad or good. Right. You know what I'm saying? Same with the Joker.
So what happened? What happened in the mental hospital when they showed him running through the halls, right? They showed him running through the halls.
At the end of the movie?
The end of the movie. Listen, I just want to touch on that real quick.
Spoiler.
I don't want to give a spoiler.
Right.
But in the end of the movie, they kind of.
He dies at the end.
Right.
He died at the end. He was killed by a unicorn.
Like it.
He was killed by a unicorn.
I gotta back. Now
unicorn stuck him in the ass.
I gotta leave the studio.
All I'm saying is this is how I took the movie, right? And I'm not. I mean, I feel Ted kind of. I do, but I feel Nelson because this is the thing, right? We're explaining the beginning of a fucking unbelievable. I want to shout out to my guy Jack. Jack knows who he is because Jack is a big Joker's fan. He's on my Facebook page. New York guy. He loves the Joker. A lot of Joker fans, man, are different and they understand where this dude was coming from. This is my thing. In the scene where they're in the hospital and he's running back and forth, that is what started and began who the Joker was. You gotta understand this shit.
I don't think that was the part. I think.
Come on, really?
I think if any part
when he killed this listen,
we can't.
When he killed this pigeon,
we're not gonna. When
him and Mike Tyson was on the building, they killed the pigeon.
Let me just address one thing to what Ted said about how does this dude become the Joker?
Yes.
Right? So earlier you compared him to John Wayne Gacy. Right. Same type of shit.
But
This
different in
movie's
life.
insane.
Different in life.
And John Wayne Gacy had like 30-something bodies
That's
in
what
this
I'm
guy.
trying to say.
He started.
You can be schizophrenic, bipolar. All these things will lead you down a road of just manipulating people, fucking them up. I mean, look at Charles Manson.
Listen,
because the way he could control normal people's minds.
And that's why he was a Joker.
And the thing about
this guy's not built like that.
Come on, stop it.
Dog, he's delusional. He's delusional.
Now
He thought he's
so is Charles Manson.
So let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
So
This
is
is
Charles
the
Manson.
only way I would accept this movie being a good movie, right? If they just came out the next movie and just said everything that just happened in that first movie was all in his mind.
They showed us
right?
that.
Because
They showed
it
us that.
still could be, right? Because we don't know if everything happened because he's so fucking delusional.
The only thing they did not show
See,
the
is
girl
that the
might
girl
not even
lived.
exist.
Hey, wait.
I disagree with
I don't
that.
think she did.
I disagree with that only because if you look at the way the movie went, he killed everybody that challenged his delusion.
There was a threat.
Yeah, absolutely. He wants
So
to
we
break
don't know-
his delusion
we
so
don't know if the
much
daughter-
that
he's
anybody
delusional.
who comes into his path that threatens that delusion, he gets rid of.
Yes.
And listen,
He wants to keep
and
believing that delusion.
This is another thing we have to look at, and this is a mental health issue of what we need. A lot of people that suffer from mental illnesses, even though they become violent, in delusional, once they are very neurotic people. So once they set their mind and they set themselves on a goal, they are able to focus, laser focus on that. And that is what what people we can call insane. They are very driven people. I mean, for Jeffrey, anyone you can consider a serial killer. They had methodology. I mean, Ted fucking Bundy was considered the handsome killer, and he killed all those women, brutalized, beat, mutilated, and then still convinced the woman to marry him while he was in prison.
One woman
And escaped twice, and still pled his innocence.
Hey, shout out to Ride or Die Girls.
And he was
Ride or Die,
but I mean, like I say, I'm just saying that the actual part of the movie, I understand you as a Joker fan of the character himself. You felt like they definitely need to build closer in on
He is Batman.
more of
He thinks he's Batman.
I might be.
show more of
He's
how
one of the weakest superheroes.
of his developed skill set.
Yeah.
But
Fuck your opinion.
But like I said, I just wanted to touch on that because I think like the guy, what's the fucking asshole who shot up the Batman premiere?
Man,
Yeah.
hey, man, this segment, as long as a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
But you know what though?
Damn.
This is one of the most powerful segments ever. You know why? Because we're speaking about mental health,
Yes.
awareness.
It ain't powerful as the last segment, dude.
You know why it's not as powerful? Because of Miss Spur.
Yeah, the
last segue.
But
We got a Miss Spur in the Joker episode.
But like I said,
I love you, Miss Spur.
we just touching on mental health here. I mean, it's
Don't
a big,
beat up Don Guy when you go home.
It's a big conversation we having. You know, I haven't seen the movie yet myself. I need to see it, and we can sit down and continue this conversation because mental health,
Another
like I
segment
said,
coming.
and mental health is very, very important in today's society. We have a lot of young people, a lot of young, more influential people in this society. They're killing themselves. They
So can
commit
I stop you?
suicide.
Can I ask you a
murder.
question?
We
When
just
when
really
we ended. Do you think that means that the mental
Tyson.
Damn.
Tyson.
He went his Italian came out. Hey, let's talk about mental health. Okay.
I had a Tyson moment. Listen, do you think that the whole thing had to do with the mental health thing is like making the Joker more relevant? Because listen, we're from the old school, man, where mental health wasn't really talked about. There was no ADH. There was no. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're wrong. Mental health wasn't talked about in the black community.
There you go.
Mental health. Minority community.
Minority, black and brown.
Latinos have
about it
one
forever.
word for like
We were
anyone,
ashamed of that
anything
shit.
is great local.
Right. We were
Local.
ashamed of that
Local.
shit. We were always
That's what I'm
scared.
saying. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. Do you think that they're trying to show awareness and promote the movie because of how crazy he was and how? I'm an old school dude. Y'all know this. I'm very old school, and I feel like my parents didn't believe in the ADH, and they whooped my ass.
Right.
Man, you weren't doing right.
You can't sit down and whoop your ass.
Listen, they didn't have all these self-proclaimed diseases. Not saying that they are. I'm just saying that nowadays things have changed.
I mean,
it's two extremes though, right?
Right.
Because we grew up in this old school mentality where none of the shit existed, but now they're almost excusing behavior.
Yes, excuse me.
Because of what
We
we
got our ass whooped.
So it's
America.
like we gotta meet somewhere in the middle where it's like, all right, we acknowledge you have this, but you need to control what you can.
And the
control.
level of violence that people are exposed to because of it has become a big issue. But we can talk about that another time.
Hey, y'all,
I want to see the joke.
That next episode, I'm gonna give us a time clock, man.
Don, our
Like a little
producer,
chess clock.
our senior producer, Don Gotti Nash, said we're running in our
You do a
time.
time clock when you go home.
Oh my
good,
God!
man.
This
It's gonna
is
beat your ass.
once again we're going
this
on
Friday
top.
night, you'll beat
But
your
anyway,
ass.
thank you for tuning in to Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast. And if you don't think the Joker and mental health is real, fuck your opinion.
Fuck your opinion.
Fuck all y'all's opinion.
Pow, 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 chicka, 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 pow, pow, pow,
God damn, we
pow,
had to,
pow, pow.
That might be 3 episodes.
Yes. I might have to part 2 that motherfucker, yo. I might have to come at the end of the first part of it.
The slavery joint.
See us on the second part.
The slavery joint needs to be a whole episode.
In this first step up. Hey,
Ding ding.
ding ding. Go.
Yeah.
You'll be here. You'll be right here. Bing bing go.
What's that?
I had to order. I had to-
No, why your wife don't like white people, huh? Damn, Farrakhan ass white man.
Are we doing the NFL picture?
I mean, call your racist.
You done?
That nigga wife took her and the kid out of the car. When you bad, nigga, fuck y'all motherfuckers.
Alright, we're gonna do the NFL picture.
It's still on. They heard all this shit. I love you, Ferdinand. Don't fuck me up.
No, that's edited.
That can't get edited. That shit is